Hello, 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 everybody. And welcome to the stream this beautiful morning. Yeah, it's Monday. I know. Garfield would not be happy. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good to see you here. As always, love you guys. And let's see who came to join us this wonderful Monday morning. Let's see. We got Cliff Hickson was first. What's up, Cliff? Good to see you. All right, morning all. All right, Cody, what's up? Monday, la 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 la. B Barnes the second, what's up? How's it going? Little Chihuahua, big world. Always a pleasure to have you here. Let's see who else we got. What's wrong with my computer? Why won't it scroll? What the heck is happening? Ah, this is not good. Oh, and here we go. Wait. It's catching up. Oh, this is what's great about live TV. It's a wonderful thing to be. P. Barnes the second. What's up, Nicody? Cliff Hickson, Little Chihuahua, Big World. Let's see, Terry Barnes, Cliff Hickson, Little Chihuahua. Texas Tim is in the house. What's up, Texas? Good to see ya. Terry Barnes, what's up? Nancy Marcho, what's up, Nancy? Good to see you again, as always. Um, oh man, you guys are so great. Space Truckers in the house, of course. What's up? Good to see you. Cliff Hickson, P. Barnes the second. Texas Tim, Space Trucker. Come on. Space Trucking. Nancy Marcho, Nicody. P. Barnes, who else? Come on. Lloyd KJW in the house. What's up? Good to see you. As always. Salacious. The wonderful Salacious is here, ladies and gentlemen. Always. Let's see. Terry Barnes, Nancy Marcho, Greg Jonick. What's up, Greg? How's it going? Good to see you. All right, great to have you here. Vestige of Peace is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Great to see you. Big hugs. That's right. Everybody loves their Vestige of Peace morning hugs. Helps get us started for the day, especially on a Monday. Beck is here. What's up, Beck? How things down under? um, let's see. And I got all your messages and stuff and everything. We're square, dude. I just gotta mail your stuff out. So, because Peck, once again, two months in a row, he won a prize in the raffle. Yep, I'm gonna be sending it all at once. So yeah, I got you, buddy. Let's see. Lord KJW, Salacious, Space Trucker, Greg Jonick, Nada Brat's in the house. What's up, Nada? Yay! Great to see you. Always. Let's see. Texas Tim, Salacious, P. Bones, Vestige of Peace, Scott Ammo. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Texas Tim, Vestige, Nada Brat. Billy Yank, what's up? The first 5 days after the weekend are the hardest. That's right. Yeah. I love that one. It's good. All right. Let's see. Billy Yank, Vestige of Peace, Texas 2, Little Chihuahua, Salacious. Just Jenny's in the house. What's up, Jenny? Good to see you again. And as always, yes. Let's see who else is here. Not a Brat, P. Barnes. Look at JW, Vestige of Peace. Not a Brat, Space Trucker. Wait a minute. Paracord Princess. What's up, Paracord? How you doing? Great to see you here. Flower Power's in the house. What's up, Flower Power? All right. I love it. I got the best fans in the world. I'll tell you what. Let's see. P. Barnes, Griff Jonick, Not a Bad. Paracord Princess, LaDonna Rogers in the house. What's up? Oh, we love our hugs from Vestige. Oh, yeah. See? Christopher O'Connor, what's up? Nice job, Saturday. 7 hours to get through one video. It took you 7 hours to get through my Saturday video. Or was it 7 hours long? I don't remember. I just know that we had a lot of fun. Big West turned out to be a fantastic guest. Like, wow, he was great. I'm glad we had him on. Round of applause for Big West Audits, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. P. Barnes, Christopher O'Connor, Vestige of Peace, Not a Brat, Paracord Princess. And Dino's in the house. What's up? All right. So it looks like I'm pretty much caught up for the now. So that's being said, a couple things. Been in house a little bit. First of all, yes, Saturday's show went amazingly well. I was not necessarily expect. Oh, Debo's Nation, what's up? Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what to expect from Big West, but he turned out to be a great guest. Our Saturday show was fantastic this Saturday. We had a lot of fun. And once again, and actually Salacious, I wanted you to take note of this too. Everyone is telling me in email that for the second time, the first time was like years ago, Law Talk with Mike mentioned me, and that's how I got my first 300 subs. And then Schoninger mentioned me, and that's when I went over 1,000. But I've been getting tons of emails. I guess Law Talk with Mike mentioned me again over the weekend. So we got to get him on the Saturday show as a guest. I sent him an email a while ago, actually asking him, but I don't know. Like maybe he just gets so many emails or whatever. I don't know, but definitely, put the word out on the street that we're trying to get Law Talk with Mike on the Saturday show. as well as Team Skeptic, Frauditor Troll, all of them. When you guys are in their chat rooms, make sure that the word hits the street that that the Frauditor Folly Show, the Saturday Night Snafu starring Hezokuai, is looking for guests starting in June because we're booked all through May. Yes, we have the entire month of May all booked up. So this weekend, of course, our guest is going to be the one, the only, the Frauditor Reaper. Yeah, that's right. And then the week after that, Unclean Hands. And then we're wrapping up April with KFAR. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And then on May 6th, Corrections 101 is going to be here. And then on May 13th, SMR Lab 777. And then on May 20th, Professor Crack from the Idiopathic Truth. And on May 27th, Takedown, Exposing Frauditors. What's up, Stan Hankins? Good to see ya. All right. So we got one heck of a lineup for May, and we're looking for people. All of April and May are done. We're looking for people to start coming in June now. And I want June to be a banger. I want Law Talk with Mike. I want Team Skeptic. I want Vilified Freedom. I want everybody, man. I want to get him Frauditor Troll, the whole nine. Well, then again, maybe I should have, I don't know. Whatever. We're asking as many people as we can. There's so many creators out there. It's like, how do you decide who you're going to put on? You just keep asking all of them until they say yes, and, keep it rolling from there. Anyway, also, normally, and as always, every month we do our monthly raffle, and this month's prize is going to be, grand prize, of course, is going to include a booklet just like this one. Not this one, because this one's mine. I'm keeping it. But it's going to be a book just like this with the Schrodinger's cat card in the middle. And that's going to be the limited edition numbered hollow foil Schrodinger's cat card. And then inside, I'm going to have all the cards, the entire collection, all nice and laid out like this for you. And each one's going to be individually wrapped in plastic and put in their slot. All 110 cards are going to be included as the grand prize. Also, keep in mind that April is the last month that Series 1 of the cards is going to be available at all, whether you win it or if you just wanted to, just get them. I can't flat out sell them, but I can get you a set. If you want a set, just email me for details on how you go about getting it. But, after April, I'm going to delete the files I used to create Series 1. That way, even if I tried to redo them, it would be physically impossible for me to make them literally exactly the same. So after April, Series 1 is going to be retired. I'm going to launch Series 2 in May, and that's it. The name change is working. All your old videos are popping up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I love that. I'm speaking of the name change. That is thank you for bringing it up, because good morning, commentator auditor. That is the perfect segue into the first thing I wanted to show you guys. I want to get your opinion on this before I actually start using it. This is, it's not new, but it's tweaked from the standard Hezokuai intro is now the standard Frauditor Follies intro. So I made a few tweaks to my intro, and tell me what you guys think. I'm going to play it right now, and let me know if you think this is like a banger and I should stick with it, or if I should do something like completely different, or whatever. I want your opinion on this. So pay attention, because I want your opinion. And the changes are going to be, a lot of the changes are kind of subtle. So I want to make sure, that you even notice them. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help.
There is no expectation of privacy in public.
There's no need to fear. Hezokuai is here.
And this would be the part where the writing would come up with whatever the title of the video is. It would change, obviously, every video. And then this I just loop. Give me some space to edit. So what do you guys think? I don't know. I think adding the dancing cop in the center was pretty cool. I don't know. And then the Hezokuai dance. But yeah, and then again, that ending bit would just be it's just right now it's just a loop of that. When I'm actually making a video, I left a lot of the loop on there to give me time for no matter how long the text is in between, I'll have enough space to cover it. That cop is a legend. Yes, he has his own card now in Series 2. And it's going to be a lenticular card where you could go back and forth and make him do the dance. But that's going to be a little bit different. You should do your happy dance. That's what I have at the end of it, is me doing the happy dance. You guys didn't see that part? I'm sorry. Should I play it again? I feel bad now. um anyway, that's good times, good times. It's hard to say, as we all know, because there's a delay. So I don't know. Maybe you guys did see it, but you said that before that it played. Anyway, Gamer 88's in the house. What's up, Gamer? Good to see you. Hello, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I hope he finds out how popular he is among our computer. Who? What? Oh, the cop. Yeah. Anyway, what I'm actually trying to do is, because I noticed like that because I wanted to make the lenticular card with the cop dancing, where you could just, move the card back and forth, and each one, you see it looks like he's moving. But the only way I can get those set up with the way I'm doing the cards now is with a standard 52 card deck, and like, so originally I was thinking of doing a 52 card deck with him as every card. So then, whether you got an ace or a joker or a deuce or a nine or whatever would just be random, and whether it was a spades, clubs, and all that. But then I was thinking, well, if it has to be a 52 card standard poker deck, why not have different pictures? Maybe have a picture of a window getting smashed, or a picture of someone getting tased, or something like that. So I'm thinking of making, on top of my card game, not instead of the card game Series 2, but a completely separate thing where I make a standard poker deck of lenticular cards with the dancing cop, would be like the Joker or whatever. I don't know. It's still in the idea stage at the moment, but I did design the dancing cop card. Um, and so that is a thing. So we'll see what happens with that. And then other than that, uh I got this well, I got a bunch of stuff I wanted to check out. First of all, since our guest this Saturday on the Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network Saturday Night Snafu Show is the one and only Frauditor Reaper, I decided, why don't we start with the Frauditor Reaper video today, just in case any of you guys don't know what she's about. Get familiar with her, see what she's up to, and just getting prepared for Saturday to have her on as a guest. So let's go ahead and watch a new Frauditor Reaper video. Ho ho ho! Everybody, don't you know? But first, before we do that, I want to make absolutely certain that I give you guys at least one, because it's Monday morning and we want to start the week on a good note. A Hezokuai happy dance. All right. All right, guys. All right. There you go. Now that's the way to get your morning started. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Frauditor Reaper. There she is.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I do have a chili video for you guys today. He just uploaded it not long ago. It's an old video. I'm not sure if he's uploaded it before, or if he's just like rummaging through videos he's never uploaded and now he's uploading them. I don't know. This is when he was back in Los Angeles, or in Hollywood, and he's walking around pretending like he's some kind of journalist. even though he's nothing but a creepy man-child who's high, walking around with 2 phones and recording himself talk like a moron. And of course, he's putting his nose where it doesn't belong, and he's stopping police from doing their job just to ask them questions. I mean, he's just a complete moron. We all know that. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video.
Just make sure that these are in Hollywood Walk of Fame. I wonder if they know if torture cuffs are painful. So they're searching this guy over here. Got a cop car right here. There's some cop in there. He's doing something. I don't even know what he's doing. These guys searching these guys over here. Searching them.
Well, first of all, they're not torture cuffs. They're handcuffs. And of course, you have no clue what the police officer is doing because he's working. And we all know that you don't know what working actually means, Chili.
He's got the torture cuffs on. Those aren't on very tight. Doesn't look like those are on very tight. You want to give us the lowdown, officer? What's going on? You want to give us the lowdown? Tell us what's going on. Crime suppression. Did they do something wrong? Did they do something wrong?
Did you seriously just ask this police officer if they did something wrong? Obvious. Like, really? Did you seriously just ask them that? They're standing there in handcuffs, not torture cuffs, handcuffs, and they're being searched by the police. And you're asking if they did something wrong. No shit, Sherlock, they did something wrong. They wouldn't be standing there in handcuffs if they hadn't done anything wrong. And what are you talking about that his handcuffs don't look tight enough? You're all against handcuffs. You're all against all of that shit. But then you want to sit there and complain that they're not tight enough? Oh my God, nothing is ever good enough for you, is it?
Okay. So it's just, no, I just saw some people watching. I just wanted to see if you just let us know what's going on. That's all. Yeah. Open containers. Okay. Thanks. Appreciate that. Thank you. So they have open containers of alcohol, and now there's because of open containers of alcohol. It looks like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cops here because these guys have open bottles of alcohol. Five cops, and all 3 are in torture cuffs. All 3 of them.
Greetings. Yes, it is I, the Count, and I'm about to find out what the number of the day is. Oh, I wonder what it will be. Yes, perhaps it is the number 1. No, but possibly number 2. No, could it be 3? No, then it must be 4. No. Oh, the suspense is too much. I hope it is 5. Ah, yes, 5 is the number. Oh, 5, beautiful 5. And here to celebrate, here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bats.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cops here because these guys have open bottles.
A big round of applause for Chili. He can count to freaking 5. Holy crap. We knew he could count to 4, but I wasn't too positive about him counting to 5, but he did it. He finally did it. I'm so proud of you, Chili. You learned to count to 5. And by the way, 5 police officers for 3 men. Yeah, that's about the right amount of police officers for the situation. And I don't know why you keep bringing up the fact that they're being detained because of open container. I mean, it is an infraction to walk around with an open container in the state of California. And most states that I know of, if not all of them. There's a lot of states where you can walk around with them, like, Louisiana, when you go down Mardi Gras, New Orleans, stuff like that. Yeah, you can walk around with an open container. But most states, you cannot. But you're like emphasizing on this as if it's like something so magical and new that nobody knew about. And you're for the first time announcing to the world that open container is illegal. What's with the voice? Why are you talking like that? I know you're high as crap. Maybe that's why he's talking like that. He's trying to stay calm so that the police don't notice he's so high off of his ass that he can barely stand straight without swaying. If you notice, he's swaying because he can't stand still. It blows my mind how an individual, an actual human being, can waste their life. He's 48 years old and has accomplished nothing.
And has no brain
He has
cells.
nothing in his name. He has nothing to live on or give on to anybody. He has accomplished 0 in 48 years. That is sad. It's super sad that the only thing he has managed to do in 48 years is make most of the people who come in contact with him actually despise him. It's really sad when you watch a human being just be a waste of air. And that's all they will ever be. It really... Wait, what? Did he literally just say your shoulders were not meant to bend back like that? Okay, Chili, here's some free education. Since that's all anybody ever gives you is free education and you still don't take it, even though you are so severely uneducated, you probably should listen to us when we speak to you, but you choose not to. Anyways, your shoulders are the joints with the greatest range of motion. So what was that again, Chili? Our shoulders were not made to be put in that position. Yet they are the joints with the greatest range of motion, allowing you to move your arms in different directions. Holy shit. Who knew? These are the different ways that you can rotate your shoulders. They're amazing, actually. And they feel wonderful when you do it. You might want to try. As you can see, the shoulder is quite a complex joint, and it is involved in so many different movements and exercises. Even the movements you don't think require your shoulder joint most likely do.
See that?
Chili, you're an idiot. Okay, so let's go back to what Chili says, that our shoulders were not made to go behind our backs. Okay, this is an exercise move. It's a stretch. It feels amazing. And guess what? Most everybody can do this. Unless you have like a bad shoulder, where you're 90 years old. Although I've seen some 90-year-olds actually do this too. So can't really say age makes it to where you can't do certain things. Because it doesn't matter how old you are. If you stay fit, you're going to stay fit. Sorry, Chili, you're not fit. I've seen the body cam footage of you from your arrest in Las Vegas, and you got yourself a gut. Yeah, you're not fit. Maybe that's why you can't put your arms behind your back. And I don't know. Do you paint the muscles on? Do you use something to make it look like you have muscles in your arms?
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I'd just like to say, first of all, we are watching this because my guest this weekend on the Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network Saturday night. So the NAFU is going to be Frauditor Reaper. That's right. That's right. And in celebration, Just Jenny gave $1.99 super chat, saying Frauditor Reaper is amazing. So that not only gets Just Jenny once again entered into the April raffle, but also entitles her to Hezokuai Happy Dance. All right. Yes, here we go. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And now back to the video.
Because if you can't handle putting your arms behind your back for even 5 minutes, oh my goodness, you are one weak SOB. But yeah, you got yourself a pooch, boy. Anyways, back to this. I can do that too. Actually, it's an amazing stretch. If you can do that and hold it for about 5 minutes, the stretch feels amazing. And you can feel it through your chest, your shoulders, your back. It literally feels amazing. But wait, according to Chili, our shoulders weren't made to move in this direction. This must be a fake person. I don't know. My God, look at all the ways we can move our shoulders. Come on, Chili. Stop lying. Just stop lying already.
Do you have a business card? Would that be okay? You have a business card? Is that okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. So he's going to give me his business card afterwards. And there's the evidence. It's right over there. Right there. There's the evidence, guys. There it is, right there. Oh my God, there it is, right there. They have an open bottle. These guys should not have had that open bottle down here. I don't know what the hell they were. Let's find out if they got any of them are felons, or if any of them have any warrants. Let's find out right now from the officer in the car over here. Officer, do you have any? Are any of these guys felons? Are any of these felons? I haven't checked that yet. Okay, thanks. I'm searching them pretty good here. They're going through stuff pretty good.
Are you serious right now? Like, any of that is any of your business. And why are you stopping this police officer to ask him stupid questions? You're impeding his job. Every time you stop him to ask him something stupid, which, let's face it, everything that comes out of your mouth is stupid, you're impeding his job. Leave them alone. Just stand there and record them. Why do you have to bother them constantly? And nice ass kissing, by the way. I love how you keep saying sir and thank you and please. It just proves that you're not as tough when it comes to police officers as you try to make yourself out to be.
Stuff pretty good over here. They're going through stuff. Any warrants or anything like that? So, I heard his arms right there. Oh, he's got the tattoos on his head, so. And I got a photographer next to me as well. They're really giving him a solid, they're going through everything he owns right now. I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna mess up his shop. They are going through everything this guy owns right here, right now.
What the actual hell are you mumbling about over there? Like, you just cannot stop talking, can you? You are not happy unless you are hearing your voice or looking at yourself in a camera. Oh, like, why are you mumbling about something dumb? Yes, they're going through his stuff. That's what they do when they arrest you. You would know that. You just recently got arrested there in Las Vegas. They go through your stuff. They don't want you getting into the jail with anything on you that could be used as contraband or as a weapon. And what tattoos on his head? The man is clearly bald, but I didn't see a tattoo. And maybe there was, but there was one. And you're talking about there's tattoos all over his head. You are the most ignorant person to ever walk Earth.
You know, he said the reason why they're here is they had an open bottle. But see, I feel bad because he's shaking his head because he's getting filmed probably, or because he's getting felt up. Let's see if he gets a nut shot. Okay, not too bad. Is he gotta go to jail? Oh no, he's gotta go to jail, huh? There's the evidence. He was drinking outside. Okay, so he might have had a warrant or something. And they're really giving him a real good pat down. I mean, they're really going through every single thing of his, man. They're really going through stuff. And he's bummed because he's going to jail. Imagine that. Imagine right now you're going from the street right here in Hollywood. Now you're going to a jail cell. You were having a good time. Not anymore, dude. You're going to jail. And you're going to be in a claustrophobic little thing, and they're going to keep feeling you and touching you and feeling you and touching you.
What is your obsession with other men's balls and penises and buttholes? Like, you have such an obsession with those three things. Yeah. I'm going to keep that opinion to myself. However, for the rest of it, yes, he is going to jail. And you sit there and you say, imagine what that's like to just go off the street and go to jail. I don't know, Chili, tell us, how did it feel? What was it like going from the streets of Las Vegas, where you were having a good time, to going to jail? Tell us, please. We really do want to know how it felt when you went from the street of Las Vegas right into jail. Didn't feel good, did it? No. It needs to happen more. It needs to happen way more.
Yes. This guy, of all people, Chili de Castro definitely is one of the ones that needs to do more time. I mean, the guy is horrible, a detriment to society. The way he grifts people is just it's insane. You know, there are people who they call them white collar crimes, right? When you're not physically hurting someone, but you're taking money from people. But because he's not taking hundreds of millions of dollars and it's just sticking to the, $500 there, $600 here kind of a thing, he stays under the radar. But the guy's horrible. And one of the things that I wanted to address about his whole shtick, and all of these guys really will say things like, well, the only reason they search you is because they're trying to find a reason to charge you with more. The only reason they want to run your ID is they want to see if you have any outstanding warrants. Like, if you have outstanding warrants, they should be looking for them. Like, well, they just want your ID so they can see if you have any outstanding warrants, so they'll have an excuse to charge you with more stuff. Well, if you have outstanding warrants, what the hell? Like, they always like to use examples of people who do nonviolent crimes, but we've seen time and time and time and time again how many of these guys have histories of domestics or drug charges, or sometimes, a lot of sexual deviant charges, things like that. Sometimes violent stuff in their past, right? Like, maybe, and what would you think? Because you love to complain about the cops so much. What would make people complain even louder if, say, for example, the cops stop a guy who maybe he did rape and murder a bunch of people, and there's warrants out for his arrest because he's going all over doing this, and the cops had him but let him go and to do more rapes and more murders because they didn't run him, because they didn't check him for warrants? Wouldn't the fact that the cops let that guy go instead of checking him be even more of a protest? Wouldn't that be even more of a problem? But they're just doing it to see if he has any outstanding warrants, so they'll have an excuse to arrest him. Well, if you have outstanding warrants, you need to be arrested. Well, they're just searching him so they can find other stuff to charge him with. Well, if you're breaking more laws, then yeah, they ought to. Oh, well, that poor, sweet, innocent guy was just standing on the street corner selling cocaine, but the cops didn't stop him for selling cocaine. They just happened to find it on him after they arrested him for something else. Well, good! Like, what? I don't understand the mentality of these people. The only reason the cops are searching him and frisking him and doing this is because they're looking for excuses to charge him with other stuff. Well, yeah, if he's doing other stuff, then they need to find out about it. Because then again, how much louder would the complaints be if they were just letting everybody go? Because they didn't want to search him because there's a couple of frauditors there's a couple of idiots on YouTube who don't like that we do this, so let's just stop doing it and let all the criminals just go. What? Oh, people are stupid.
I don't know how many times you would need to be arrested before you finally learn, but it sure is fun to watch it happen.
Transporting. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks. Okay. Had a warrant? Do you have a warrant? Had a warrant? Yeah. He had a warrant. He had a warrant for his arrest, apparently. Can you tell us what the warrant was for? You can. You know what that warrant was about? What the warrant was for? I can tell you that. Was it violence? Was it violence? No, not for violence. Is there an injury or someone, a victim of it? Did he create a victim? That's all it is. Okay. No victims.
Okay, so, and Reaper did mention at the beginning that this is an older Chili video. I have seen this before, and this part in particular I wanted to talk about because, it goes so much. And again, it isn't just Chili. It's all of these cop watchers. Here's the deal, Direct-D, guys like that. They'll always say this, Auditing America. They all have the same basic mentality, DMA, with these guys. It's like, you arrested that guy. What did you arrest him for? Who the hell are you? Okay, seriously, I'm being 100% legit. Like, and it might sound goofy or it might sound weird, but that's kind of the point, and this is why I'm going to say it like this. Let's say that the dude, and I mean, I know that's not the situation here. I'm just giving an example to make a point, okay? Let's say that, like, you're a pervert, and you pull your thing out in public, and the cops see that, and you're going to town, and the cops like, whoa, you can't do that, and they arrest you for that. And now here comes some random idiot with the camera. What'd you arrest him for? What'd you arrest him for? I'm standing up for his rights. And then the cop so by your definition, the cop has to tell you. Otherwise, they're not being transparent. Otherwise, they're being horrible, evil, rotten tyrants. So I have to expose through your camera to the world that this idiot was yoinking his doinking in public. You think he wants everybody in the world to know that? Like, you don't think maybe it's none of your damn business that that's what he was doing? And, like, there might be a reason why they don't want to tell you? Like, there's no shame, no humility, no humanity, nothing. It's just cops are evil, and there's no possible way that they could be arresting the guy because the guy did something wrong. No, that's not possible. Never, ever, in any situation has anyone ever been arrested for doing something wrong because they actually did something wrong. Doesn't exist in these people's, well, I was going to say in their brains, but they don't have brains.
No victims.
Wow, Chili. He said he couldn't give you the information on this man's warrant. Yet you go and find another police officer and you try to kiss his ass to get the information on this person's warrant. I have never, I'm going to say this. I love this video. Do you know why I love this video? Because Chili has done nothing but kiss the ass of every police officer that's standing there. He has crawled so far up their ass. It's beautiful. Because this just shows that he is not who he claims to be. That he doesn't hate police. That he doesn't really believe that all police are horrible, bad piggies, as he calls them. He only does that as a facade. He does that when he needs Pete to pump up his subscribers, when he needs money. This is the real Chili. The real Chili who is timid and intimidated by the police. That he talks in such a low, mousy type voice where there's even a little bit of shake in it. And he's so quiet and polite because he's afraid of the police. He's terrified of them. This is the real Chili. Not that other bullshit that we've seen.
Ooh, Chili Willy the Penguin. It's Chili Willy the dumbass. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, a $2 super chat from Billy Yank. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That once again enters your name to the contest and gives you a Hezokuai happy dance. Oh, miscue. All right. Love it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the super chat. Always appreciate it. And yeah, Frauditor Reaper, she makes a lot of great points. What's up, Kova? Good to see you. Who else joined us? Graham is here. Nikki Smallboy is here. Care Bear is here. Oh, so love you guys so much. Salacious Big Bad Wolf. All right. Nikki Smallboy, Kova 42. Oh, you think that get ready because Frauditor Reaper is my guest this Saturday on the Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network Saturday Night Snafu, mister. I don't know who you are, guy. Saturday Night Snafu show. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. She's going to be our guest, so if you think she's annoying, too bad. She's awesome. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
But hold on. Because he is going to try and fight somebody. It's just not going to be a police officer. See, Chili only tries to fight people who are smaller than him or intoxicated. Because he knows he will not fight a grown-ass man who is sober. Oh, yeah, and he also likes to fight women. We've seen that. We've seen how he treated Kate. We've seen the way he did her. But if you're an actual man who's sober, he's not going to mess with you. He'll only mess with people who are smaller or drunk or high or whatever, highly intoxicated in some way. Because Chili is a wimp. He is a coward. He knows what he can and can't do. He knows who he can and cannot fight. He knows that he could get his ass kicked any day by anyone, whether it be somebody who's drunk or not. But for the film, he's going to pretend like he's a badass. But he's all talk. That's it.
It's yours, you're recording something. This is Rasa. Rasa know it's good, homie. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Obviously, if you're cooperating, they ain't saying shit, we're telling you what's up. It's not a problem because you know what? There's no fucking bullets and fighting over there. That's a no. That's it.
This guy's a character. See, it's literally my job to talk to you guys. You know, like kind of right to say, I know. I try to be really polite to you guys. Thank you. You know, I mean, and sometimes people are mean, and then I got to be a real jerk back. But I'm trying to be real, polite. I appreciate you've been very. I'm just, I got a lot of people watching, and they're just curious as to what's going on. Because when you're talking about taking a guy's liberty and putting him in jail,
We're first arrest. They were drinking in public on a public.
Just real quick, I wanted to point something out to Big Bad Wolf here. Is it okay to call people in the videos idiots and douche canoes? It's not only okay, it's necessary because they are idiotic, butter-brained douche canoes. That's like, is it okay to say that this is a Rubik's Cube? Well, technically it's not. It's a Mio Cube, but it's a puzzle cube. All right, that's a bad example. Is it okay to say this is a pen? Well, yeah, because it's a pen. This is a pen, and this is a pineapple. Pen, pineapple. This is a pen. This is an apple. Apple pen, pineapple pen, apple pen. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. So there. You mess with me, I hit you with the pen, pineapple, apple pen. The PPAP. PPAP.
You can't drink alcohol. Drinking in public on a public street. I know. I saw the evidence. So right now he's writing a citation. Writing a citation, and these two guys are going to get to go. Yes. Maybe we can take him out of the torture cuffs since he's caught.
Maybe getting video.
That's definitely a news flash. When did you get a job? You don't have a job? Why do you always tell the police that you have a job? Are you trying to impress them in some way? Are you hoping that they will take you and frisk you and touch you, since that's all you seem to talk about? Trust me, they don't care about you. They don't care about what you're doing. They don't care about what you have to say. You're in their way, and at least this one's being polite about it. And no, they're not going to take off the handcuffs just because you suggest taking off the handcuffs. Stop being so dumb. And you don't just become an asshole if somebody else is an asshole. You are definitely just an asshole.
He's caught.
And maybe getting video.
Sir, can you go stand over there, please? I'm okay. I'm all right.
We're all right. What's your name?
This was the part where the cop saved his wife.
He just took my property.
No, what was your name?
He just took my property.
What was your name?
He just took my sir. He just took my property. You see that? You see that? See? I mean, like I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm for law and order. I'm not for taking property.
Sorry, Chili says he's a law-abiding citizen. Let's see. Obstructing, resisting, 2023. Cell phone while driving, 2023. Defamation, stalking, oh, that's his. Criminal harassment, 2022. Resisting, trespass, disorderly, 2022. Protection order against him, protection order against him. Unauthorized practice of law, 2022. Traffic infraction, 2022. Red light violation, improper turn, 2021. Protection order, 2015. Fraud, 2015. Traffic control device, no license, 2014. Stalking, 2012. Oh, and by the way, that one went through. Protection order against him. Protection order against him. 2007, 2004.
Chili DeCastro
Permanent protection
is
order
an
on
entire
him.
webpage just
2004.
dedicated to exposing his
Various.
criminal record.
1998.
Is amazing.
Giving false
It
info to
speaks
police.
volumes
1995.
about what a
Giving
douche
false
canoe this
info to
guy
police. 1995. Theft by the second degree. 1994. Found
is.
guilty.
This guy.
1993. Stalking disorderly. Guilty.
Anyway, that's pretty much the rest of it. Is her just going over his criminal record and showing what a douche canoe we all know he is. But that's an example of the work of Frauditor Reaper, who's going to be our guest this weekend. And apparently there were a few people who didn't get my joke, so dag nabbit, I'm going to go ahead and show it. So that you guys will know it. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's just so that you'll get the joke. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen. Apple pen. Pineapple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen.
that's what I was talking about. Let's see, what do we got? Well, wait a minute, what's this? Right Up Yours wanted to let me know that he got the most awesome Schrodinger's cat foil card. That's right. Right Up Yours was one of the winners of the raffle. Glad to hear he got a foil. Oh, he is the douchest of the douche canoes. That's right. That's awesome. I've heard this, but not from this dude. That's the original. That is where the song originally came from. He wrote it. What was that? I'm broken. What the hell was it? Was the song PPAP, Pen Pineapple Apple Pen. And that was the original. He wears the gold suit. He's got the real thin mustache. He's from Japan. And eventually, because he like mimes everything, right? So he has the pen and then the apple, apple pen, and then he has the pen and the pineapple, pen, pineapple. Then he throws them in the air and puts them all together, pen, pineapple, apple, pen. But then in verse 2, he throws the pen and stabs it into the pen and gets long pen. And then he takes the pineapple and stabs it into the apple and he gets apple, pineapple. And then he puts them all together, throws them into a big pen, pineapple, apple, pen. So, yeah, it's silly. Big West is here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello. Always great to have you here. Once again, it was great having you on the show on Saturday. That was great. I didn't get my prize yet, Billy Yank. Don't you give me a hard time. Don't make me come over there. You kids better behave in the chat. I'll tell you what. I thought my mind was wonky, and now I need a pen, pineapple, apple pen. I'm telling you. And the whole song, like if I played the whole video, it's only 1 minute and 6 seconds long for the whole thing. It's just a goofy little song that the guy wrote. And if you actually look him up in Japan, he's like a legitimate musician in Japan. And he just did that one little song as a joke, and it ended up being his biggest hit. He actually has a song that in Japan is way more popular that I listened to because that made me curious who he was. And then I looked up his other music, and it was amazing because Pen Pineapple Apple Pen is so silly. And when I started looking up his other songs, the first thing I saw was something that was really, really serious and like about like the results of Hiroshima and the radiation and growing up in Japan, having to deal with. I mean, it was like hardcore stuff. I'm like, wow. Okay, so I guess this guy isn't a joke. He just did that one song as a joke, and because the internet, it took off. But I guess apparently he's a serious artist in Japan. Anyway, that's that. So let's see what else we got. Here's another serious artist, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to check out a video by the one and only Hezokuai. Yes. Oh, yes. Zerzu's working hard, burning the midnight oil, getting her done. So let's see what he's got for us today. I had to check this out because, like, this is a bold claim. This is a video called "The Most Vile Frauditor Ever," and I'll tell you, I watched this beforehand, preparing for the show, and I gotta admit, the frauditor he covers in this video is probably the worst I've seen. Dare I say, on the same level as SGV News or one of those douche canoes. I mean, that takes it to the level of being a butterbrain douche canoe. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, super chat from ATV Thunder. Yes. Give my entry to Vestige of Peace and dance. All right, that's another entry from ATV Thunder for Vestige of Peace. And here's your happy dance. All right. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh man, you guys are the best. I love you guys so much. But let's see who Hezokuai has declared the most vile frauditor of all time.
Hello, my name is Hezokuai, and welcome to my channel. Today I have a vile frauditor. I mean, this guy takes the cake. Let's have a look, shall we? First, let's talk about that intro. Man, that was seriously corny. What type of music is that? And News Now Voodoo? That's real original.
Hey guys, I'm here in front of the post office. I'm getting ready to do a First Amendment audit with this post office here, see if they violate my right to be a douchebag in public.
This has nothing to do with your First Amendment rights. You're just going in there to bother people.
Alright, so here I am in front of the boxes. Lots of boxes here, of course, because it is a post office, so they're going to have a lot. So that makes sense. But around this corner, we have more boxes.
Of course there's more boxes there. It's a post office. What do you expect to be there? Video games?
Okay, all right, plenty of boxes. That's good. Keep the customers happy. But around this next corner, I know there's going to be some tyrants trying to violate my rights. That's right. Watch this. Right around the corner, we got no tyrants, just more boxes.
Wow, you act surprised, like you expected a torture chamber or something.
That's right. There's another section, and I'm sure as soon as I get there, they're going to see I'm recording, and they're going to slam me to the ground and tase me and violate my rights and be tyrannical beasts. Here we go. It's more boxes.
Okay, now I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed. I kind of wanted there to be tyrants there tasing you as well.
Oh, okay. All right. So they got post office boxes in the post office. Of course they do.
Okay, that has to go along the lines of the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Of course they have post office boxes in the post office.
All right, so let's see. What else do we got here? I know around this next corner I'm going to find tyrants. They're everywhere. You can't get away from the tyrants, sir. More.
All right, are you trying to force a false narrative here?
More boxes. Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll find some tyrants. Here, you know what? Here. Let's try and find poster 7. Wait a minute. No outgoing mail! How dare they put this sign up here? No outgoing mail. I knew the tyranny was on display. Those horrible, rotten, no good scumbag tyrants. No outgoing mail. That's no law. They can't enforce that. I can put whatever I want in that box.
I guess if you can manage to get it open, you can put whatever you want in that box, but I'm certain it will not make it to its destination.
What is this here now? Look at this crap. A camera filming me right next to a sign. Like they think that people are going to want a job. Be my servant. Get a job being my servant, you. Public servant, that's right. I have a press pass, so you know I'm a legitimate journalist. All right, let's go in there and find out what else is going on.
You ever notice these guys always try to insist that they are journalists? Perhaps in their mind they realize that maybe their viewers see them as not necessarily journalists. Nope, even your greatest supporters only watch you for simple entertainment. They don't go out and do what you're doing. Obviously, they think what you're doing is wrong. It's kind of like watching a comedy show and seeing a guy get hit in the face with a pie. Man, that's funny, but you don't want to be the guy getting hit in the face.
Violating my rights. At least finally I found poster 7. Here it is, guys. Poster 7. Here it is. I finally found poster 7.
Oh wow, the famous poster 7. May as well film the same thing that every single frauditor before you has filmed. That's original.
See, there's all the writing and the words and stuff on there. And poster 7, and now I'm gonna show you that they put it up. They tried to hide it from me, those scumbag tyrants. But I know better than to fall for them. They're supposed to be my servants. But they put tape on it, taped it up on a piece of chalk cardboard. Anyway, poster 7, ladies and gentlemen.
So let me get this right. By taping it up there on a piece of corkboard, they were trying to hide it from you. I guess you have to lie to fraud it.
The greatest poster in the world, poster 7. It gives anyone who owns a camera the right to do whatever they want, whenever they want, with no consequences. That's the great thing about poster 7. It's like magic. Here, watch. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna film poster 7 for you. Now I'm gonna show you guys. Now watch this. Okay, now look how I do this. See, I'm gonna put my camera. I'm gonna put my camera right here. See, right in the photographs for news purposes section. And I'm going to show you the part that you need to read. See, I'm going to film it. Watch, I'm going to put my camera right here. And see all the words beneath my camera? Those don't matter. That's just tyrannical gobbledygook to try and violate your rights.
Okay, so let me get this right. You're going to show them poster 7, but you're only going to show them a very small part of what you want them to read. And then you're going to suggest to them that they shouldn't read any of the rest of it because it's just going to violate their right. Are you afraid that they will read the rest of it?
But the reality is that this part that's showing is all you need to read. All the rest of the writing on here is just some tyrannical lawyer top-splitting gobbledygook. Anyway, here's the section where they sell stuff. These signs, they don't have any CRF codes on these signs either. So I don't know what they're trying to pull. These guys, they're tyrants trying to steal our money and look.
Did you guys notice he didn't even bother to read poster 7? Well, I mean, I guess, they can't read anyway. All he did was repeat the same thing every frauditor says. They're like sheep.
Look. They got a camera, huh? How come they can have a camera? What is the post office cam-backing now? A bunch of cam-backing Karen post office people? If they can film, I can film. There you go. So now watch this. I'm going to get some service. I'm going to get a public servant to serve me and do what I say because I said it. All right, public servant, come to me now. Come on, public servant, where are you? Wait, where's the public servant? Why is there nobody here? I know what's going on. They are refusing me service. They saw me filming and they decided to be tyrants and to refuse service to me. There's no other reason why there wouldn't be someone here right now.
Could it be that register closed sign? You went up to a closed register. Are you trying to force a false narrative again?
Could you even begin to imagine any reason why someone might not be at this desk other than to violate my rights, me specifically because I'm holding a camera? How dare they? I'm going to sue the Department of Transportation, the Department of Motor Vehicles. I'm gonna sue the city. I'm gonna get Chili to write me a lawsuit.
You know, if you guys make all this money off of lawsuits, why do you all walk around like bums?
All right, so I'm outside now and just chillaxing, and it was a big fail, horrible fail, terrible post office. They were evil, rotten, no good tyrants in there, all of them. Every single one of them was terrible. They failed miserably.
What are you talking about? Absolutely nobody bothered you. I'm not even sure the place was open. But of course, you couldn't give them a pass. It always has to be a fail.
This is just unacceptable behavior. Hiding from me, refusing me service. I don't know why no one showed up to help me. I have a camera. They should do what I want. Just because I have one. They fail, miserable. Hey, wait a minute. Hezokuai, what are you doing? What?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for, when the Frauditor finally gets justice.
Hey, what are you doing here? And why are you looking at my leg? Hey, look, man, I know I'm under house arrest, but I just snuck out just to do a quick little audit. No, Hezokuai, no, please. I know I should have stayed in the house. I'm under house arrest. I get it, but no, please, don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, Hezokuai. No, don't do it. No. Okay, now we're driving back home. Ow, okay, I won't sneak out again. Ow. Okay, I get it. I'm supposed to be under house arrest. Ow, I'm supposed to be under house arrest. I know. You're taking me home. We're in the car. There's nothing we can do about it now anyway. Oh, come on, Hez. Give me a break, dude. I'm sorry. I'll never sneak out again. I promise. All right, guys. Well, I don't know how much longer this house arrest thing is going to last, but I'm going to get out of it. You watch.
Well, that borderlines on police brutality, but this Frauditor definitely deserves it.
And you join me on the next episode of News Now Voodoo auditing things. But yeah, First Amendment audits. I have a press badge. I got the handcuffs and untied shoes. I know, Hez. You don't have to show them every time. All right, goodbye. Have a nice day. Give me money.
And there you go. It's always about money. And what was up with that shoestring thing? Are you trying to copy Whisk Boy? As always, you guys are awesome. The original video was brought to you by Hezokuai at Frauditor Pollies. Please go check him out. I will have a link in the description. Thank you for watching this video. And remember, you don't have to be wise. Just don't submit to stupid. And have a nice day.
All right. Thank you so much, Zerzoo. That was an awesome video. I loved it. I saw some of the things that came up in the chat. Some people were wondering about the post office and what actually happened. The reality is that I have a lot of raw footage because actually the place was packed. They were super duper busy that day. And it took me a lot to do the footage in a way that in real life didn't actually bother anybody, because I'm not trying to be like a real frauditor, right? Because they're scumbags and I'm not a scumbag. I literally, that was the day that I mailed out the original prize packages for not this raffle, but the last month's raffle. When I went to the post office to mail everything out, afterwards I stuck around and I filmed the video. So yeah, there's basically I was talking to some people that work there, but not even, and I didn't even really talk about the filming thing so much. In fact, in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, I wonder what the people sitting, like if somebody is watching the camera, if there's anybody there who's seeing me filming the stuff with, like, because all right, here's the thing. This is the magic of movies, right? I wasn't narrating. See, that's the thing. I was walking around the post office like this. I'm breaking the fourth wall here. I don't mean to shatter the illusion, but people are asking, so I figure why not? glimpse behind the scenes of how this stuff works. I'm walking around the post office like this. And I'm filming him, and I'm not saying anything because I just overdubbed a voice later. So I didn't do any narration. I was dead silent, just walking through the post office like, so that went a long way. I got a couple weird looks, but that's about it. I didn't bother anybody, so they didn't bother me. But the narrative is that he keeps getting away. He's a sneaky little bastard too, because yesterday I was in I forget whose chat I was in yesterday, but he was in the chat. And I'm like, oh, you little I knew I would find you. And he's like, and then he ran away. It was funny. I don't know who it is that's playing that game, but I've been playing along, and it's actually great fun because like they're playing it off like it's actually him, and he escaped and he's going into people's chat rooms. You mean the voodoo doll doesn't actually have a voice? Were they all staring at you? Some people were. Like I said, I actually got into a few conversations with some people. There were a couple guys that that I actually asked to be in the video, but they said no. So whatever. That is what it is. Here, let's see what I wanted to show you guys something else too. Hold on. Uh-oh. Ooh, what's this? Oh yeah. Rocket. I don't know what's going on with that. Hold on. What? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I say yeah. Okay. Where is it, dangnabbit? I'm trying to find something here. And my computer isn't cooperating with me. Let's see. Hold on just a moment, guys. It's a live show. Bear with me for a moment. I hate dead air. I'm sorry. I hate doing this to you guys, but again, occasionally when you're doing a live show, you have to deal with the live situations as they come up. So it happens. I apologize for any delay. Hopefully in the future, we won't have this problem again. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you guys. Somebody mentioned something about the voodoo doll. I think it was right up yours. Said, "Well, my voodoo doll's here. Mine didn't escape. Or how did he get out?" Remember, News Now Voodoo is number 6. There's a number written on the bottom of the foot. Right up yours. Yours should have a number 2. Should have a number as well. I mean, not number 2. But I wanted to go back because the first original doll, the one that was given away in the main prize, is the one, because some of you people have been saying in the chat, like, I wonder what would happen if 2 of the dolls got together. Well, that actually has happened once. With the original doll, before I gave it away as a prize, it was in one of my videos. It was acting in one of my videos, and it played Regan Benson. With a special guest appearance, voiceover by Frauditor News Network. So I want to show that to you guys in case you didn't see it. See what it looks like when you get 2 of them in the same place at the same time.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer
I'm sorry. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner of the voodoo doll you're about to see playing Reagan Benson is in the house. Yay. Congratulations, Reagan, Lisa White. Yes, her doll that she won is the one that I used to make this video. So this doll is kind of a celebrity and is now the proud possession of Lisa White. Here we go.
When suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help.
There is no expectation of privacy in public.
There's no need to fear. Hezokuai is here.
Yes. Yes. Today I will be using all of my magic, all of the powers bestowed upon me by the immortal Schrodinger's cat to glimpse into the future. Next week, Denver Metro Audits and Regan Benson are once again going to go to the Sheridan Town Hall meeting and redress their grievances. And I have seen the future, and I'm going to show you exactly what they're going to say. Hi, my name is Denver Metro Audits, and I'm the all-powerful Most High Leader of the universe. All public servants must comply with any and all of my directives on demand or suffer the consequences. And I'm here today to tell you, do better. First, you'll remove any and all traffic laws, codes, and policies immediately, allowing chaos and disorder to reign upon all roads, transforming the streets into an absolute bloodbath. You must comply immediately. Do better. Second, you will give me and my sycophant sheeple followers dominion over all libraries and demand all library employees follow my commands with a simple, yes, sir, and no more. Because you guys always like to tell me what you want me to do. You want me to do this, you want me to do that. Well, guess what? I want everyone I see to give me a $5 bill, but that's never going to happen, is it? Just do better, man. Third, all people who have the audacity to try and care for their families by working a job, taking responsibility for their own actions, paying their bills, and staying out of prison must sign a sworn affidavit that they are a bootlicker and place it at my feet while I spit in their face and laugh. In other words, do better, man. And finally, anyone who shows any sign of human emotion, common decency, basic respect, kindness, goodness, love, or empathy must cease and desist immediately. Just do better, man.
Hi, I'm Reagan Benson, and I'm back. I know you hired actors to say they hate me last meeting, talking about the last time I was here, but I know they were fake because everyone loves me, because the way I speak, everyone knows I am well-spoken and well-educated and should be taken serious. So being a serious activist, you nasty, sucking, kissing, extortion, nitwit, halfwit, stupid, corrupt cops arrested my friends, you lousy, no good, liars, moronic, licking, homeless people, brain dead, servants, bow down before me.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was a wonderful.
Oops, I'm muted. I've got to make that a t-shirt, dagnabbit. Anyway, I just wanted to go back and share that again because people are talking about people love the voodoo dolls now. They are celebrities in their own right, which is a beautiful thing. I love it. Thank you once again, Salacious, for the voodoo dolls. One of the greatest contributions. I think I honestly believe that like 100 years from now, when they do the big millennium celebration, they're going to remember at the beginning of the turn of the century, one of the first things that were truly a contribution to humanity was Salacious's Frauditor voodoo dolls. What's up, Becca? How's it going? Good to see you. Cova 42, what's up? I had to leave for a bit, but I'm back. Oh, well, what did I come back to? It's something else. I'll tell you what, we have a lot of fun over here in the Hezokuai channel. That's for sure. Hey, at least you didn't come back in the middle of PPAP. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. Anyway, let's see. So, there's craziness going on. I don't know if you guys remember Brooklyn audits. But he's in the hospital right now with COVID. It's not COVID or anything worse. Wait, what? Now they're saying it's not COVID. Okay. He's on the way to the hospital for a fever that he's been fighting for 2 days. Oh man. See, this is this is hard, man, because like you hear about these guys in situations like this, and it's like, I don't want the guy to go to the hospital. I don't want him to be dying. I just want somebody to slap some sense into his stupid brain. That's how I feel about all these guys. I don't like, see, that's why it becomes so difficult to say hate. Because to me, hate is like, I wouldn't care if they died, I spit on their grave. And it's like the overwhelming majority of these guys, I hate what they do. And I would be more than happy to see somebody slap some sense into them, but that don't mean I want them to die. That would be horrible. Anyway, Unclean Hands is in the house. What's up, Unclean? Good to see you. And so that being said, I got a Blackheart Night video of another Moor idiot. Love stupid Moors. They're so dumb. Yeah, the Moors are just like, they're on a whole nother level of stupid, where they take the whole sovereign citizen thing and just turn it on its head and make it like a religious thing. It's crazy. So anyway, let's check this out. Again, this is a new Blackheart Night video. More sovereign citizen forced to walk home. That's the name of the video. By the way, thank you guys once again for all your support. I love you guys so much. You make my mornings happy. And being that this is Monday morning, I'll tell you the truth. I came here this morning kind of like, it's Monday. But you know what? You guys make it worthwhile. In fact, just for the hell of it, I'm going to give you one more Hezekiah Happy Dance. All right, because you make me happy. Yes, love you guys. All right, here we go. All right, Blackheart Night.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Indianapolis, Indiana, with a more sovereign citizen who gets pulled over for having no plates. Well, and no plates is the wrong thing to say, actually. He does have plates. It's just that they are those fake Moorish American soft-tard plates that, well, they'll get you pulled over anyway. So don't forget your sovereign citizen bingo cards, because he's going to be playing all the hits. But not to worry, he's going to get his vehicle towed because of his own stupidity. So why don't we go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Policy enforcement got me pulled over for no reason. Grand Rising, cuz.
Hello there.
Got Moorish American tags on my plate. Got a flag right there.
What does that have to do with anything?
My plate say Moorish American National on there.
And so what does that have to do with anything?
Got the Morris American flag right there.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, my soft-heart friend, it doesn't matter what nationality you are, you still have to follow the laws of the country in which you reside. It doesn't matter if you're Moorish or not. You are subject to the laws of the nation in which you live. And in the case of the United States, you are subject to the laws of the country and to the laws of the state you are in. And according to Indiana law, you have to have a tag on your vehicle.
Ta-da!
It's obvious I'm traveling. In my capacity, in my sovereign, in my status, my proper status.
And you want to know what else is obvious? That your brain has been completely damaged from eating all these lead paint chips over the years, to the point you think that this Moorish ideology grants you special privileges in any country that you reside, which it really doesn't do that at all. It's just a delusion that you idiots carry around.
What's your badge number?
328.
328?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Okay, basically,
I can't hear you with the window. Can you blow it just a little bit?
you can hear me. You can hear me.
Okay, can you speak up then?
Basically, your officer pulled me over. He hasn't given me valid reason for pulling me over.
You did. You don't have a valid license plate.
I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Okay. First of all, very important to understand, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, the memo hasn't gone out there yet, and these people haven't gotten it. Taking a piece of paper and a crayon and writing, "I am not follow law," and taping it to the back of your car isn't a valid license plate. Paying some idiot on the internet to send you something actually printed in metal to attach to your car isn't a valid license plate. A valid license plate is registered through the state. I can't wait for one of these douche canoes with a fake license plate to have their car get stolen and try to report it stolen. Well, what's the license plate on the vehicle so we know which car to look for? Well, I don't have a real license plate, so I don't know what to tell you. It's a red car. So pull over every red car on Earth until we find yours? They're stupid. Which the one that says I'm a moron it? You mean a moron? It. It's a moron it. Anyway, super chat from Space Trucker. Yes. Time for the Hezokuai Happy Dance Boogie Woogie guy. You got it, pal. All right. Love it. You guys are the best. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, that's what it says on the license plate. It says private sometimes. The Moorish American one is a little different. The private one is the standard sovereign citizen one, but the Moorish one actually has like the pentagram on it, and it's got the little red thing, and it's the whole thing about like I'm Moorish American national, not a blah blah blah. It's all a bunch of we know it's the same old garbage. Just see, that's the thing. Like under the sovereign citizen umbrellas, Moors are firmly within that realm. I mean, maybe even a little beyond it as far as their level of stupid. And then the bottom of the barrel stuff are the frauditors. But they're all sovereign citizens. They all fall under the same umbrella. It's kind of like rock and roll versus rockabilly versus punk rock versus heavy metal. But it's all, rock and roll, basically blues based, music. All comes from the same foundation, which is Said my mama didn't allow me just to stay out all night long. Oh, Lord. I said my mama didn't allow me just to stay out all night long. And this is where rock and roll comes from. I didn't care if she didn't allow. I'd boogie woogie anyhow. That's it right there. Boom. Done. That and Manish Boy. Oh, see, now I could get into a whole thing about that. If you want to hear it, ask, but I don't want to get into that right now because I'm in the middle of this video and I got another super chat. Yes, $5. Thank you so much. The best thing at the end is the pose at the end. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yay. Oh, thank you for the super chat. What? Yes, Muddy Waters was the truth. Absolutely. Muddy Waters invented electricity. Rose says, what did I walk into? We're just having fun. We're having fun. We're watching some Moors getting pulled over. So let's get back to it, shall we? Come on, Moore. There you go.
You
Most
don't have a
Americans,
valid
it's
license
obvious.
plate in the state of Indiana in the United States of America.
I am not a citizen of the United States of America.
But you still have to follow the laws of this country and this
Those
state.
are statutes and codes and not laws.
Oh boy, you're a special kind of stupid, aren't you? You don't even know the definition of statute or what it is. Okay.
You're violating the Treaty of Peace and Friendship.
You can't.
Yeah, I read the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. It strangely has nothing to do with any traffic situations, considering it mostly has to do with war and Navy vessels. And a few other miscellaneous items that have nothing to do with this situation at all.
Live in a place and just not want to follow
You're
the
living
laws.
you're living in a place.
That's a law in this country.
Officer, you're policy enforcer. You're living in a place.
I understand your spiel, but that's not.
This is
that's
my
not
land.
the law.
Dumbass! You dumbass! You're a dumbass. Such a dumbass. You're an ass.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
No, you dumbass. It was the Native American Indian tribes that were the first ones on this continent. You bloody moron. And your Moroccan empire never even existed.
This is our land.
You
I'm
don't
original to
have
this
a valid
land.
plate.
You are a business.
All right, so I noticed this here. I'm assuming you meant admiralty law, and that's one of the reasons why the sovereign citizens and the Moors fall under they fall under the same umbrella. And that's why I say, like, the frauditors are at the bottom of the barrel because they just borrow bits and pieces that they think will help them in court. But the reality is that the whole idea of admiralty law is the only way. I mean, that's a sovereign citizen idea, but that idea is the only way that the treaty the only way that the Treaty of Peace and Friendship works is if we're under admiralty law. Because, like he said, I also have read the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, trying to see if I could find out what these idiots are talking about. And it is a legitimate treaty. It does still stand. But guess what? We've never invaded Morocco, and they've never invaded us. Hence, the treaty has never been broken. But it's all about 90% of the treaty is about maritime issues involving shipping, boats, trade over the sea with the United States and Morocco. And basically, what the agreement comes down to, again, it's an entire treaty. There's a lot to it. But ultimately, what it comes down to is, hey, if no American boats shoot any Moroccan boats, then we promise no Moroccan boats will ever shoot down any American boats. So the whole maritime jurisdiction argument is tantamount to the Moorish excuse that everything they do is covered under the Peace of Friendship, because the Treaty of Peace and Friendship specifically deals with maritime jurisdiction. So, like, they have to make that connection for it to work, or it doesn't work. And I got $5 from Greg Jonick. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Need another workout. All right, here we go, buddy. This is just for you. All right. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. You're the best. My fans are the best fans in the world. And if you don't believe me, I can prove it right now by telling you that Graham from the Graham and Bob Show just gave me £2. What's up? I need to hire the Frauditor Destroyer after Saturday. Hey, man, send me an email. We'll talk about it. Dudes. Oh, that comment, Graham, just made you a legend, because you just gave me an idea for the next bit I'm going to do. But in the meantime, I owe you a happy dance. All right. Listen, guys, this is the brilliance of Graham. I can't believe I never thought about this before. Okay, so the big argument is maritime jurisdiction, right? And we're under maritime law and blah, blah, blah. That's why, for those of you who are members, I don't know if you've ever noticed or even paid attention, but my membership tiers are based on legitimate Navy, ranking system. And I did that on purpose because of the whole maritime jurisdiction and the gold fringing and all that. And then I thought of the Frauditor Destroyers, like, I destroy frauditors. But listen, there's a ship type called a destroyer. I need to build the Frauditor Destroyer. Like a destroyer, the USS Frauditor, the Frauditor Destroyer. I gotta make that a thing. Oh, Salacious, we gotta start working on 3D printing that. My brain's on fire now. All right. Hit me up on Discord, Salacious. We gotta figure something out with that. We have to actually make the USS Frauditor Destroyer, or a destroyer called the USS Frauditor, and it'll be the Frauditor Destroyer. Oh man, the gears are spinning. Oh boy. Any thoughts, any ideas, anything that anyone got for that, let me know, because that is amazing. Frauditor Follies, permission to come aboard, sir. Yes. Oh man, we could make that a thing too. Oh man, see, we could do so much with that idea. So much. Oh, and I owe it all to Graham. Thank you, Graham.
I don't have to be. I don't have to be in your jurisdiction. I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Then you should move to a jurisdiction that you want to follow those laws.
This is my.
To another country.
Those are statutes and codes and not laws.
If you live in this country,
y'all don't run this place.
State, you have to follow the laws in this country and this state.
I don't live in this state. I live in my body.
It doesn't matter if you travel anywhere in this country.
I'm traveling. Exactly what you said. I have a right to travel.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
Exactly. Unhindered.
Unless you violate the law, and then
I'm not violating the law.
You don't have a valid license plate in the state of Indiana.
I don't have to have a valid Indiana license plate. I'm not a citizen. I'm not in the United States.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not arguing either. I'm not in the United States.
You can argue that with your attorney in court.
All right. It's a civil matter. It's not even a criminal matter.
Dude, I think you really should go back to school, because you have gotten everything wrong so far. I mean, you need a little bit more education. In fact, I think you need to go back for the full 12 years.
Refusing to identify yourself on the violation is a criminal matter.
I don't have to identify to you.
You do.
No, I don't.
In the state of Indiana, you do.
I'm not in the state of Indiana.
You are in the state of Indiana.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not in your jurisdiction.
You are. So you need to provide him with identification and your registration. And if you
I haven't done anything. I haven't violated any law. I haven't broken any laws.
And if you don't,
what law did I break? What law did I break?
I just told you twice. I'm not
You
going to
didn't
keep
tell me about a
arguing and
law.
telling you.
You telling me
told
about
you.
statutes and codes.
You
I have a
don't have
right.
a
I have a
valid plane.
God-given right to travel.
You don't have a
I have a
valid plane.
God-given right to travel.
Yes, you do.
This is law.
Everybody does.
Thank you.
But
So
you
it's
have
law.
to follow the laws in this state and in this country.
I'm sorry, officer, but I think you're going to be more soft-hearted of anything, considering his brain seems to be made of some form of mush that doesn't want to accept any information. In other words, his brain might be nothing more than a pile of crap by this point in his life, completely worthless.
No.
You don't have a valid license
God's
plate,
laws.
and you have to
I follow
identify
God's
yourself
laws,
either
nature's
verbally
law.
or
I
by
follow
an
God's law,
identification.
nature's law.
I'm not going to argue that
I'm
that
not
is the
arguing.
law.
I'm not arguing. I'm just speaking facts. It's not an argument. I'm
If I
speaking
go
facts.
in another country, I have to follow those laws.
This is not your country.
It's not my.
You're
It's
a-
our valid country.
No, it's not.
Yes. Okay.
You're from Europe.
No, I'm not.
You're Caucasian. You're from Europe.
No,
What
it's
is
not.
your nationality?
Okay, you're from
What is your
Europe. You're
nationality?
from Europe too.
No, I'm not. I'm
The
from
only
here.
people that are native here are the native Indians.
No.
So anyway,
Moorish
I'm not the,
American.
I don't care about
More.
that.
Moorish
Yeah.
American.
The Moors originated in Africa, Europe, and Asia.
We're all over the place.
I know.
We're all over the world.
Europeans as well.
I'm original
Anyway,
here.
you need to identify yourself, and you need to give him.
I did. I'm Moorish
information.
American.
Huh?
I'm a Moor. I'm
You
Moorish
have to give
American.
him your information and your plate number.
If I violated a law,
You did.
then that would be one
You
thing.
have.
But I haven't.
But right now, you're
There's no
violating
injured
an
party.
ordinance.
There's no injured
If
party
you
or
refuse
none
to
of that.
identify yourself, then you will be
Who's
violating
injured?
the law.
Who's injured?
What's that?
Who's injured?
Instance
Who's injured? Did I injure somebody?
in the state of Indiana and the
Did
United
I-
States of America.
Well, let Indiana, the state of Indiana,
If
speak
you
for
don't
herself.
like, if you don't like the laws, move somewhere
Let
where there's more
Indiana
suit
speak
your
for herself.
lifestyle. I'm just telling you, that's the way
If
it
you
is.
want to run things, move to Europe
What else can
or
I do
wherever
for you?
you're from,
What else
Germany,
can I
wherever
do
you're
for
from.
you?
You're not doing anything.
You
For
asked
me,
to
you're
stop the
violating.
supervisor on my
You're
gift.
violating.
What can I do
You're
to help you?
violating my God-given rights. Is
What
what
can I
you're
do
doing.
to assist you? That no, I am not.
You can honor your oath. You can honor
I am.
the treaty
I am.
of peace and
100%.
friendship. You can honor that and not sit here and try to
You need to
infringe on my
honor the
rights.
laws of this state and this country. And
I haven't broken any laws.
Is there anything else I
We're
can
not
assist you with?
arguing. I haven't broken any laws. I do
Is
not
there
wish to
anything else I
contract
can
with you.
assist you with?
I do not wish to contract with you.
Okay.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Cooperate with the officer, please, so that you don't have to do anything more.
Cooperate how? What are you talking about?
Give him
What
your
are you talking about?
information and identify yourself. That's the law.
Anyway, he's sitting here violating my rights. Like I said, I haven't broken any laws. You're trying to tell me about statutes and codes of the United States of America.
Sir, you got your driver's license with you?
Could somebody please give me any kind of a logical explanation of how you're going to deny your citizenship and then say they're violating your rights as a citizen while denying your citizenship? Like, how do their brains not make that connection? Because with the Moors and the sovereign citizens, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing as frauditors, where we know most of them are just pieces of crap that are just doing it for money and YouTube clout. You know, like earlier in the chat, don't think I didn't notice. People were talking about Josh Abrams and how, like, and I've said this before, if you actually sit and talk to the guy, he seems like a regular dude. You know, in fact, I might even say he's not stupid at all. But when you watch him on his audits, he's a scumbag, an absolute horrible, rotten scumbag piece of crap. But he lives off of the money he makes on YouTube. So he's not going to stop doing it because that's his job and he doesn't want to get a real job. None of them do. So they rely on that. So they keep doing it. And, you know, but this with the Moors, these people really actually are that stupid. But it just seems so insane to me. Like, How could your brain not make the connection that you're denying your citizenship while demanding the rights of a citizen? It makes no sense. The stupidity is appalling. Mind-numbing stupidity.
Or ID.
I've told you before.
I can't
I'm
hear you
Morris
if you slow
American.
down
I am
halfway.
Morris American. I haven't broken any laws.
Well, you asked for a supervisor. I have
I'm an
one.
idiotic
Right.
American.
So I think he explained everything to you.
Yeah,
Is it
he's
is it
explained
worth-
what he's
Is
explained.
it that deep to go where
I don't
you
wish
can
to
go
contract
jail
with you. I don't
Huh?
wish to contract with you.
with that?
I don't wish to contract with you.
I can't hear you.
I do not want to contract with you. I haven't violated any laws.
Well, you are aware, as I told you before the sergeant got here, that you can go to jail for refusal to identify if it's a traffic stop.
I'm not refusing to
I
identify
want to
about
verify
nothing.
that your license is
Those are
valid and who
statutes
you
and
are.
codes. Right here, I've given you notice. I've sent this to the IMPD.
Okay.
I've sent this to the sheriff's office, sent this to the state police, to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, to the Department of Transportation. I am exercising my right to travel. This is affidavit.
You want me to show it to
This
him?
is affidavit. Yeah, I got plenty of copies.
You may show
That's
it.
an
Okay.
affidavit showing that I have a right to travel unhindered.
Okay.
And what's your name? What's your name?
It's Trimble. Did you say he can have a copy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've given all these your corporate.
I gave him
numbers. Corporate policy enforcers.
Okay.
The
I didn't
department.
hear what all you
I
all.
sent that to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all's department
Okay.
giving notice, a lawful notice. You did
I
not
gave-
rebut your department did not rebut my affidavit.
I gave him the copy of. I gave the officer the copy of it.
Okay.
So-
And what's your badge number?
Is that my copy?
What is your badge number?
I don't know my badge number. My ID number is T0617.
Okay. And what
Yeah,
is your
and
name?
you are
And what
being
is your name?
recorded too.
And what
Officer
is your
Greer.
name? Officer
So
who?
what we're going to do is
Officer
we're going to
who?
probably get you out of the car, and if you resist, we don't want that.
What-
You can go to
what
jail
is your
right now
name?
for a
I'm
misdemeanor.
asking you your name.
I just verbally told you this is the second time.
And
Officer
what is your
Greer.
badge number?
I don't know my badge number.
What is your number?
I don't know my badge number. I got a supervisor here. I'm Officer Greer. I work East District day shift. So do you want to go that route? I don't.
What I would do is this right here. I gave you your affidavit.
Right? That's my copy.
So,
Right.
in order for me not to be beaten or anything else that you might do,
Well, you're
I will
insinuating
show
something.
you that I'm traveling in my proper capacity. I do not have to contract with the United States
so
Corporation.
with this, if I get a record here, I'm going to tow your car. Then you're going to have to get out. I don't want to do
What
that.
I'm saying is, I do not have to contract with you. This right here is my nationality card.
Let me see it.
This is my nationality
So
card.
is
Hold
that
on,
your
and
info on
wait a minute. But beyond that, before I give you my nationality card, this is my allodial travel.
Yes, those more soft-hard cards that tend to get you in more trouble when you try to present them to the judge. They really hate those things.
Well, I don't know what that is. Let me see. Is this my
That's
copy or
a,
a gift
international. No, I want that back. That's an international showing that I can travel anywhere in the world.
He says he can travel.
That's a God-given right to travel.
Well, didn't the sergeant explain that if you're on a public street?
What's your name and date of birth? You can provide that verbally.
Everything, my information is right there on the card. He just got.
Okay, well that's I don't think that I think it's made up.
No, that's not made up.
It is.
It's perfectly legit, lawful. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I do not wish to contract with you guys. I don't have to contract with you guys.
You don't
I'm
have to contract.
I'm not a second-class citizen. None of that.
No, nobody said you would.
I don't have to
None of
contract
us
with
are
y'all.
second-class citizens.
I don't have to contract with y'all.
You're not contracting with us. You just have to follow the laws in this state, in this country.
If you're speaking on laws,
That's the
I
same.
have
That's the
every
same for everybody.
the United Nations Rights of Indigenous People states that I have a right to a nationality.
Yeah, I think you should go and actually read that declaration, because if you actually read it, you would understand it doesn't exactly apply to your particular scenario.
I have proclaimed my nationality.
Okay. That's for the Moorish
So-
state. That's not recognized in this
So-
country. Those laws are for something else.
Nah, it's not for something else.
The Moorish
It's
state
for
doesn't even
indigenous.
have their own
It's for
country
indigenous
anymore.
people, and I'm indigenous, and it shows that, and it states that on what I just gave
What
you, that
country
affidavit.
do
That
the Moors
affidavit.
have? What
Thi-
country are they?
This Moorish Americans. This is our country.
No,
It's not even a country.
No, this
It's
is
not even a country.
This is.
See, this is another thing too. How in the world was somebody able to convince these Moors? Because they all do this, and the sovereign citizens do to a lesser extent. But how was someone able to convince them that an affidavit is an affidavit is a thing, but I mean, like, somebody convinced them that, like, if I take a piece of paper and I write on it, all banks must give me all of their money now, and I take it to a notary and get it stamped, and I just go to a bank and hand it to somebody, now all the presidents of all the banks must give me money because I have an affidavit and it's notarized. It's even more of an affidavit now. Like, anyone could say anything and have it be part of an affidavit. It's the same thing that a lot of these people, even frauditors, love to do with court cases. If you're in court, every word that is spoken in the courtroom is put on the record unless it gets redacted or stricken from the record because it's not admissible or whatever. That's different. But the point is, if somebody's in court and they're saying, hey, the Constitution says I have the right to travel and I can go without a driver's license. Somewhere out there, there's a court case where someone made that argument. So these frauditors and these sovereign citizens and these people can point to that court case and look, see, quote, right here from this case, it says, I have the right to travel without a driver's license. See, it's right there in a court case. It's like, yeah, every word spoken in the case is going to be part of the record. But that doesn't mean that the judge found that that was true. They don't look at the final findings. They might look at the arguments. And when they do look at the final findings, they always misquote them or misunderstand them or talk about ones that don't apply in the state they're in or for the situation they're in. Like the whole thing with commercial code. You know, the whole commercial code thing can get complicated, but they always love to quote it. And the problem is, it's like, again, it goes back to the same thing like with this guy earlier, denying his citizenship, but demanding the rights of a citizen, right? It's the same thing when they say, I'm not a commercial driver, and then say the UCC, the commercial code. In other words, it only applies to people who are working commercially, right? The commercial code says it only applies to commercial vehicles. You just insisted that you're not a commercial vehicle. So why the hell would you be talking about commercial code? Commercial code has nothing to do with you anyway. And especially you just insisted that you're not a commercial capacity. So why would you quote commercial code? These people are idiots and they have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
Is the United States
Northwest
of
of Mexico, North America.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
And you have to follow
Morocco.
the laws on this country.
Morocco.
Oh, wow. You have gone so far down the rabbit hole. I mean, there is just no hope for you at all. Your brain is turned to mush. You have no concept of any historical facts. You're talking about revisionist history. I mean, You're just a complete moron.
This ain't no United States. United States is on paper.
Navato's a plastic.
United States is on paper. United States is on paper.
Hey, sir, so we ran the VIN, which is the identification number. What do you say? Hey, so the VIN's not coming back to the truck. Come back to you?
That doesn't even make sense what you just said. That doesn't even make sense what you just said.
What's that?
What you just said don't even make sense.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Now they playing, I can't hear you. You hear me? Y'all still haven't stated any law that I broke.
Is this your business or you work for them?
I dissolved it. It's not a business.
You dissolved it.
It's not a business.
So you don't have a business? It's no longer a business?
It's dissolved.
Okay.
So I'm not traveling in a commercial capacity, if that's what you're insinuating.
Nah, they're only asking because you still have your business name on the truck and you have a bunch of tools in it. I mean, there's a bit of a logical connection here that I think you're missing.
I just asked the question.
I'm just using my God-given right to travel.
Is this a valid phone number?
I already asked for a supervisor. Supervisor's supposedly here. And he act like he don't recognize.
Oh, so you have this impression that a supervisor is just going to come along and make all this disappear for you. Great delusion you have right there, considering all a supervisor is going to do is the same thing that these guys are doing because they're working off the same information.
Mr. Stigler.
My name is not Mr. Stigler.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. The officer is going to issue a summons because you're suspended prior on your license, and your vehicle will be towed. You won't be arrested today if you cooperate.
My name is not Mr. Stigler.
Okay.
It's Abdullah Bay.
We have your picture and your information, so he's going to issue a summons, and then we're going to tow the vehicle. So, and then because you don't have a valid plate. So if you just be patient, he'll get the paperwork filled out, and we'll get stuff rolling for you and get you out of here as soon as possible.
So they choosing to continue to violate my rights.
No, they're not violating your rights at all on any level. In any imagination in which any logic or brains are involved. But seriously, guys, look. All right. So here's the deal. I wanted to talk about this a little bit anyway. All right. So these guys with their wait, has Taco Bell puppy puts their I'm sorry, I saw that in the chat and it like threw me off for a second. So the whole commercial versus, personal property thing and this and that and the other. One of the things about that specifically that always kind of got my goat is this whole idea like, okay, so I won't provide any ID or any registration or basically any proof that it actually is my personal property, and you just have to take my word for it. Like, what the hell fantasy zone do you live in where that's a legitimate way to handle life? Just take his word for it that it's his personal property. And even that, the best thing is, I know for a fact, I can say with absolute confidence, not just me making fun of somebody being an idiot, but an absolute statement of fact. These idiots, these butter-brained douche canoes have no idea what the words coming out of their mouths even mean. How could I say that with absolute certainty that it's a fact and not just me making fun of them? I've seen Moors and sovereign citizens both many times get pulled over and say things to the cop like, well, I got my tools in the back because I'm on my way to fix this, blah, 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 but I'm not traveling in a commercial capacity. You just said you are. If you're driving for your work, then you are in a commercial capacity. But they're so used to that being the excuse they use when they follow the script that even when they are driving in a commercial capacity, they still use that. Because they're so stupid, they don't even know what the hell it means. It's just you recite the script so much that they just recite it, even when it literally doesn't apply. Like, it doesn't apply anyway, but even when it literally doesn't, they still don't see that. And these guys are stupid and dumb and stupid all the time. That's what they do, is to act like the fool that they are because they're morons. Morons. Oh, I need a fez for my voodoo doll, by the way, guys. Come on.
God-given rights.
Well, now I got a question for you, dude. If you truly believed everything from the start that you were above the law and above everything, not in their jurisdiction, then why didn't you just drive off?
Take a picture of all my tools in here because everything needs to be in here when I get back. Got tools out in my bucket, construction tools. Got my bumper on the back of there for my other ride to get fixed.
Well, I'm just going to end the video right here because there's not much more to see. I mean, the guy's truck does get towed, but the video ends before it even arrives. He still has a little bit of an argument left with them, but it's the same circular reasoning, soft-tard Morse garbage that we've been hearing for the past 20 minutes. So, no need to hear any more of that, considering it's just recycled BS. So at least this one didn't get away with that damn BS. At any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
What the hell, Kfar? For anyone who doesn't know, Wolverine transparency is an absolute abhorrent, demonic, vile entity from the pits of my pants. He came out of my anus, okay? The guy is horrible human being. I mean, he is worthless beyond not. Put him in the SGV News and Glenn cereal pile. Wolverine transparency is a horrible, horrible excuse for a human being. And I've talked to him before, and he went off on me about, like, all nonsense. I went into his chat a few weeks ago and said something to him, and he just blocked me because he didn't like what I said, whatever. But the fact that he's going around messing with Kfar again now, it's like these idiotic, evil, horrible, vicious, vile, insignificant butterbrain douche canoe scumbags, especially Broken System and Wolverine, bringing this stuff into the real world, into real life, that's not good. Like, come on. Oh, man. He compared us to Nazis last night. What the hell? He's an idiot. He's an idiot. I'm back easy. Waverly got his lawyer degree in 6 months. Oh, Wolvie got his lawyer's degree. Yeah, well, he always touts the fact that he was working as what was he supposed to be? Some kind of a, like, not a lawyer, but like he worked for a lawyer or something. Technically, I worked for a law office for a while. I was in the mailroom. So does that mean that I'm, that I could go to court and argue for people Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, he's saying, I probably brought it on myself. But an hour before I told my fiance, Hannah said is not to be involved with drama for once. Oh, no drama. Oh, boy. Here's the drama. Oh, yeah. Paralegal. Yes, he always says he's a paralegal. So that means that he's an expert on the law and knows more than any lawyer or judge or cop because he was a paralegal for a while. Yeah. Yeah, Wolverine transparency is a vile. Um, I don't know, man. I I want to say that he is like if a conniption was a person, it would be him. Does that make sense? He's a conniption. He's a human conniption fit. Anyway, let's watch. I wanted to watch this because I like anytime I have a chance to um anytime I have a chance to make fun of DMA, I do it. And so I just recently saw a new video by Frauditor Troll called DMA will face charges for this one. So let's check this out together and see what it is that DMA is facing right now. Um but before I get into that, um there you go. I hope Wolverine FAFO the hard way. What a waste of life he is. And he is too. Yeah, he's just no good.
Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at DMA as he is harassing everyone in the DMV. Now, it may appear that he gets away with it this time, but things are not as they seem because the DMV will contact the Attorney General's office to press charges on DMA. I think this video is very important for the fight against frauditors in the near future. So make sure to watch all the way to the end to get the entire context. He does try to frame a security guard as well, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere. With that being said, enjoy the video.
It's time to announce today's MVP. The sponsor of today's video goes to Brandon Mitchell. Good looking out, big dog. I appreciate everything you do for our channel. You're quite a find. For information on how to sponsor a video, check out my memberships. The link is in the description. Let's go!
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hey guys, Denver Metro Audits, aka the Mile High Auditor. You're at another DMV. I actually lost my driver's license.
Hi there.
Hi.
You have an appointment?
Yeah.
What time?
8:40.
First name?
Christopher.
Any filming in front of the counters? So can you turn it off at the counters for me, please?
What's your name?
Dominic Cassis.
Dominic?
Yes.
Cassis?
Cassis, yes.
Okay.
We just can't have any filming within 12 feet of the counters. You're more than welcome to film everywhere else.
No, that's your policy. I've read it. I'm aware of your policy. So. Okay. But it's not a law, so.
Policies, laws, DMA doesn't follow any of them, and that's why he was recently found guilty. As we all know by now, these guys are just criminals that disguise themselves as activists. They compare themselves to Rosa Parks. Real pieces of shit, to be honest. This has nothing to do with activism. It's just a way for DMA to get back at society because he feels that society wronged him.
I can record anywhere. Anything I can see in here, and anywhere in the public accessible area. Okay, I can't record behind the glass, but I can record at the glass.
No, you cannot.
Yes, sir, I can.
You're not.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
You can't record at the counters because of people's personal information.
You would like me not to, but I can. Lawfully, I can.
So. I'm going to need you to turn the camera off when you're at our counters for me. Okay. You're welcome to film everywhere else. Absolutely.
I'm welcome to film.
You can't film up at the counters.
Yes, sir, I can.
Can I have your first name, please?
Christopher.
Line number 17 at the red tape, please.
Thank you.
So we got to have you quit filming at the counters, okay?
So we're at number 17 over here. So this guy right here thinks that he's going to prevent me from recording at the counter, I guess.
Yep.
So that's a policy, sir. It's not a law.
Straight up to window number 1. The manager's gonna help you.
Oh, okay. So we're good then? So I'm going to 1 instead of
Yes.
17?
Yep, you're going to 1 instead of 17.
Oh, what's your last name? I got a question.
I know that I'm renewing my license.
He's refusing to stay 12 feet off the counter. You know who he is. So what do you want me to do? Dominic did already.
So it seems like the copywritten music is becoming much more common, which is a good thing because it can ruin a good part of their videos. And if they are currently live streaming, that could straight up shut down the entire live stream. So it's a good strategy.
Jeffcom 911. What is the address of the emergency? Hello, Jeffcom 911.
Hi, this is Diana at Westgate. I just need your license so I can renew it. Do you have any forms of identification, sir? Do you have any form? You're fine. Do you have any forms of identification, sir?
What's going on?
Any forms of identification, sir?
Diana, what's going on?
Demonte, can you take this over? I do have any forms.
Oh, this is Devonta. How can I help you? Hi, this is 911. You guys called us? What's going on?
We have Dan. We need him? We have some guy here come in at 3625. We're calling from Denver Westgate driving license.
Okay. And what's a good callback number for you?
303-727-8577.
Thank you. And your name?
Deimante, Deimante.
Okay. And you work there?
Yes, I'm the manager here.
Tell me exactly what happened.
So we have a customer here. Somebody walked in and then being disruptive with the cameras in the face, very, very close, harassing managers.
Okay.
That's a pretty good description of what's happening here. And on top of that, he put the number of the DMV on the video. Now, obviously, that's public information. The info is out there anyways. But I'm sure they're going to get a lot of harassing and threatening phone calls.
You want him to leave?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That's actually a good point that I've wanted to point out in the past. Although I personally think, again, because like in a situation like this, the copyrighted music thing is a good idea. It does help. And if any of you guys ever actually run into one of these douche canoes in public, that is what I would recommend. Because especially when you get into the more vicious ones, like SGV and people like that, even Amagansett Press, you don't want to get pepper sprayed over it. So if you don't want a confrontation with the guys, I completely understand that. But if you pull out your phone and just start playing copywritten music, although it doesn't always have the desired effect where it'll ruin their video or make them delete it, the fact of the matter is they hate it, which just goes to prove even more that they're not doing it for freedom and for rights. Because, well, don't I have the freedom to play copywritten music on my phone if I want to? Like, why would they be so upset that someone's, look at this horrible, evil, rotten person is playing copywritten music? So what? Oh, because it has a negative effect on your video. Now you have a problem with it. Once again, all the freedoms and all the rights and all the privileges go only to auditors, and everyone else in the world can lay in a ditch and die because they don't care. They only care about themselves and their cameras and getting their big YouTube clout. That's it. And playing the copywritten music, even if it doesn't ruin the audit itself, it just, them getting upset about it in and of itself proves that they're disingenuous butterbrain douche canoes that don't care about freedom or rights or any of that nonsense that they complain about, which is all lies. Lies is all I ever get from you. Lies, lies, la, la, pants on fire. Hanging from telephone wire.
Is he white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
He looks like Hispanic.
Okay, about how old?
I would say 30s.
Okay, thin, medium, or heavy?
Medium. Kind of, no, actually slim.
Okay, what's he wearing?
Jeans, sweater, white and black with a red stripe.
Okay.
He's not abiding any rules. He's just walking with the camera in everybody's face.
Okay.
Right in the face.
Okay. Any weapons, drugs, or alcohol?
I don't know. I don't see.
Okay. What's he upset about?
He's just walking around and recording everybody. And what is he saying? He's not abiding any policies.
Okay.
Calling names.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Okay.
What is your last name, Christopher? Oh, Christopher.
Okay.
And Christopher, is that right? How do you spell Christopher? Well, the policy is not record everything behind 12 feet. And he's right with the cameras and right in the face. Right in the face.
Okay.
Calling names, people.
Okay. All right, just stay on the line and update me about what he's doing and where he's at, okay?
He's with the manager right now.
Okay.
The office manager.
Is that them in the background talking to him?
No, he's up front. He's right in, at the counter.
Okay. Is he escalating, calming down, or staying the same?
He's staying the same. However, he's not abiding by the policies. We have a lot of private information.
Okay.
And there's rules and signs, and he's still with his camera in the face, people's face, and that it's just right in the face, pointing camera.
Right. So there's no filming allowed?
No,
Okay.
not 12 feet.
I see.
He's abusing customers right now, the camera.
Okay. Is he still getting in their faces?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
There's a lot of kids, teenagers that he's recording straight in the face.
Okay.
Well, we heard that he's a sex offender and he's still refusing to put the cameras down.
Okay. Who said he's a sex offender?
Give me a second. Where did we find out? Who? Cass. Where did it find out that he's a registered sex offender? Online. Online registered as a sex offender.
Okay. Do we have a last name then?
Do we have a last name? Yes, we do.
All right. What is it?
What is the last name? Cordova. Christopher Cordova. I think I see Diane. I think I see through the windows. Diane. I think they're here. I think I saw the police car, but I don't see it like actually right now. Okay, the officers are here.
All right. I'll let you go talk to them.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So I want you guys to keep in mind that DMA cut out a lot of this video. There was many cuts, and we can clearly see that he edited out some important parts. So he's obviously harassing people on camera, but he doesn't include it in the video. That way he gets a better reaction for his prank. And that's what all these frauditors do. They try to set up a situation. It's basically a YouTube prank. Like when the people went in the hood and tried to pull down people's pants, it's the exact same thing.
Do you know what the harassment law is in Colorado? It's CRS 18-8-111. Subsection C, I believe, is where someone follows around in a public place with the intent to alarm or annoy. So since you're following me around unwanted in a public place, you're actually committing harassment.
Okay, hold on. First of all, Denver Metro Audits is so freaking stupid that I almost don't want to say this because it's almost like sticking up for him. He was playing the 911 call, and the lady on the 911 call heard that someone said that he was a registered sex offender. That doesn't mean that he is. Just because the lady on the phone said that doesn't mean anything. I could call 911 and say, Toby Maguire is a registered sex offender. That doesn't mean that he is just because I said it. It's the same kind of thing. But regardless, whatever is going on is that at this point, he's telling this security guard that you're breaking the law by following me around inside the building. Like, all of these guys always say that security guards are supposed to observe and report. So once again, okay. So if you were stabbing someone to death, an armed security guard, his job is to sit there and watch you stab the lady to death and then report that you stabbed her to the police and not intervene? You guys are so stupid, so insanely stupid. And the fact that your fans buy into your bullshit is amazing to me. Still
Harassment.
to this day.
So can you just leave me alone?
When you
No,
stop
I'm a
filming,
free American here in a public building. I don't need you to follow me around and blare your
if you would
music.
like to stop filming, then I can do that.
No, I have a constitutional right to record in here.
Okay,
You
well,
know that,
I got to protect people's personal information, so.
but I'm not getting anyone's personal information. I'm over here in the lobby right now, sitting down like everyone
that's
else.
That's why I turned off my music, but I got to make sure when you go up there that you're not going to be recording.
But you don't need to
people's
be
personal
following me
information.
around. Okay, that's harassment. You're following me around in a public place.
I don't feel safe with you here.
That's why I have to
here we
follow
go.
you around.
You're not allowed to record me. Please leave.
This guy doesn't feel safe with me here.
Yeah. So you can stop recording?
Hey, you're
That's
not
the
allowed to
easiest
record
way.
me. Stop there.
See, the reason
you can
why
stop recording, or I'm going to be standing right next to you.
the reason
entire
why
time.
people act like this is because you are the one that works here and you're the security guard. So when you start acting like this, people think that I'm doing something wrong, and then everyone turns into
Well,
like
you
a mob
are
against
doing
me.
something wrong. You're breaking a federal law. Right
Okay, well, how come the cops aren't here arresting me then?
Because we haven't called them.
Yeah, because they would. That I read that law. That's a Cora law.
It's a Colorado revised statute stating that it's illegal to record people's personal information.
I
without
just
their
looked up the
consent.
law. It doesn't say anything about recording. Okay,
says
it has to do with Cora laws.
It has to
You
do
know
with
Cora
you cannot.
is?
It has to do with you cannot obtain other people's personal information.
Why don't you go pull that up and show me where it says that in the law? Because I just looked it up. It doesn't say that.
Okay, that's your belief.
It's a fact.
So DMA thinks that everything that comes out of his mouth is a fact. And that's why he thinks he's actually smarter than the judge that convicted him. With this guy, his ego is so massive, you cannot reason with him.
And if you want to challenge me, why don't you call the police and see what they do? Because they're going to tell you there's nothing we can do, man. That law is just some law. I could write any law up there too. I could write the law for murder 1 and put it up there too and say that's for recording. Doesn't make it so.
Okay.
So the government does that a lot of times. They'll just throw laws up there, Colorado revised statutes that have nothing to do with, what they're talking about.
It's definitely your belief.
So we got this guy right here who's just following me around everywhere I go.
Smiling or you don't care.
So you're contracted with the state?
Yes.
Okay. So you're paid with tax dollars?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So this is what the taxpayers pay you to do, is follow around law-abiding citizens and harass them in a public building?
People recording other people's personal information? Yes.
I'm not recording people's personal information. I
When you're
recorded my
recording
own.
when you're recording 12 feet within the camera.
I recorded my own personal information, dummy.
Okay. Again, your belief. That's
I can record my own personal information. And I know about your 12-foot policy. Remember, it's a policy. Policies aren't laws. Okay? It's
Even
not
so,
enforced.
as a business in Colorado, we have the right to refuse service for any reason.
Nope.
Yeah, we do.
If you're a private business like McDonald's, yeah, you could do that. That's true. But you can't refuse business to citizens if you're a public business.
We're not a public.
All right. So, according to Denver Metro Audits, if I get drunk and take off all my clothes and get naked and run into a DMV with my schlong hanging out, they can't refuse me service. Legally, they have to serve me. And if I'm in there and I'm pooping on the floor and peeing all over the counter, it's illegal for them to refuse me service. It's illegal to refuse service to people. You can't do that because it's a public building. So if I go in there, like I said in one of my shorts, and play ping pong with my ding dong all day long, they can't do nothing about it. They have to let me, because it's a public building and it's against the law to refuse service to a member of the public in a public building. And the guy who was talking about, I don't feel comfortable with you filming me, is a perfect example of what I keep talking about. And these frauditors don't understand at all. The problem with the filming is always the fact that if I don't want to be filmed, you are now filming me against my will. You are taking an action against my will. That is tyranny. The frauditors are the tyrants. If I make it clear to you that I do not want to be filmed and you continue to film me, you are now taking your will to film and forcing it upon me. After I made it absolutely clear to you that it's against my will. So why is it bad? Why is it bad? Because you're working against someone else's will. You can't force your will upon other people. You can't do that. These guys are horrible, evil, rotten, demonic entities from the pits of hell. And I know it's true because of the mantra that we've heard too many times.
There is no expectation of privacy.
You can't deny me service here unless I commit a crime, which I'm not committing a crime.
Absolutely deny service for literally any reason.
You're just making yourself look even more dumb. Okay. You know how many comments you're going to get? People making fun of you because you're saying stuff like that?
All right. I really don't care.
There he goes with the comical villain laugh that most frauditors have, like straight out of an Austin Powers movie. Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And he thinks he's gonna be tough with all his veiled threats of, oh, you're gonna get so many comments that say how stupid you are. Most people don't give a shit about YouTube. They don't care. They could have thousands of comments talking about them and it wouldn't bother them one bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh.
I forgot to hit the button. Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat has just arrived. Yes, yes. $9.99 from Phil. He wants to force me to dance, servant. Your wish is my command. All right. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it. And never forget, the happy dance makes me happy because it's the happy dance. So I don't mind doing it. So feel free to pour in the super chats. I won't complain, believe me. Dance, servant, dance now. Well, all right. I like dancing. It's fun. I love you guys. You're the best.
This is the kind of people we hire, guys, for security, ignorant of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Try to enforce their feelings on people. Absolutely. And their policies.
Every day.
Policies are for the employees. I don't work here. I'm not bound to your policy. What was that? You said it's a federal law?
Mm-hmm.
It's a federal law?
It's a federal act. It's a privacy protection against. I forgot the name of it. It's over there on the thing to take a picture of.
It's a federal act.
Okay, I would never, ever, ever in a million years actually do it because it is beyond. Like, to me, the idea, because I get a lot of ideas of things that we could do to get back at these guys, but I don't want to stoop to their level, right? I don't want to become a scumbag to fight the scumbags. Although fighting ignorance and stupidity with ignorance and stupidity, that might be the only thing they understand. You know? Like, what do they always say on the TV show Yellowstone? The mantra is like, you don't have to be evil. You have to be a good guy. But if you want to beat evil, you got to be meaner than evil. But I couldn't bring myself to that. But I would love to get into one of these guys' houses. And when they say you're trespassing, and they say, well, you're feeling that I'm trespassing, your feelings that you don't want me in your house aren't the law. You can't enforce your feelings. Do you feel threatened by me standing here? I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here. What do you feel threatened by me? Well, your feelings aren't the law, pal. So what are you going to do? Like, to try and smack some sense into these idiots. Ugh. You feel threatened when somebody backs you, but your feelings don't trump laws.
Is that what that CRS is over there?
It was established in 1994, and the act was based off of that act.
The act was based off that act, huh?
Yeah, Colorado revised statute.
That makes sense.
Making that act into law.
It's a Colorado revised statute. It's a Colorado law. It's not a federal law, and it doesn't even have anything to do with recording. It has to do with CORA. It has to do with public records open for inspection. That's what it has to do with. Okay?
That's your belief.
So you think that I didn't do my research before I came in here? I mean, you already know what I'm doing. You're trying to play copyrighted music, right? So I know what I'm doing, man.
Okay.
And you're just making yourself look really foolish.
Awesome.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to see this too.
Okay. They're more than welcome to.
Oh yeah, you're going to get You're going to get tons of bad Google reviews now.
Okay.
I'm
a security guard. You think I get good ones?
Well, I mean, actually, there's lots of.
My job is to kick people out of buildings. Like,
no, that's not your job.
I find it hilarious when DMA threatens with bad Google reviews. First of all, they're not legitimate reviews because the people that watch your videos have never went to that establishment to experience it firsthand. And second of all, he obviously doesn't give a shit. If people need to get their license renewed, they're going to go to the DMV. They're not going to go look up the reviews to find out if they want to get their license renewed.
Your job is to kick people out of buildings. Your job is to observe and report. You don't even know your own job. You have no authority to put hands on any. You can call the police and they can remove someone from the building. But you just said your job is to remove people from this building. That's not your job, man. Your job is
by use of police if necessary. Yes.
Okay. Well, your job really.
The end result is the same.
It's funny that that's where you go to is remove people from the building when you could be like, my job is just to protect the people or, be cordial and have conversations with members of the public, right?
Yeah.
But that's the first thing you jump to. My job is to kick people out of here.
People that don't record people unwillingly, yes.
So you know that you don't have it. You know that this is public place, right?
Okay.
Did you know that?
Okay.
You'd agree this is a public place?
It's a private building, but okay.
This is a private building?
Yes. It's not owned by the state, so it's a private building.
Well, no, but it's leased through the state, though.
Okay.
Right?
But it's still not owned by the state, so it doesn't matter. Therefore, a public building.
It doesn't matter if it's owned by the state. It's leased by the state.
Actually, it does matter.
The state of Colorado leases this space here from a private business, right? So once they lease it, it's if you're open for business, it's open to the public, right? So I'm actually here for official business, but if I want to, I can come here every single day from open to close with my camera and record in here, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it's a public building.
Okay.
It's open to the public.
That is your belief.
All right, so now we're going to switch to the body cam footage. Now, keep in mind, like I said before, DMA isn't getting physically removed today, but his feelings will get hurt. And what's wonderful is that the officers actually call him by what he is, which is a frauditor.
We were here last time we had to deal with this.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So again, what is he doing that's
He
illegal?
was right up in our counter and we're having trouble.
We went, that's a sign.
Right.
But we went through that last time. That's not.
And he is not even. Okay, go ahead and lower the chair.
It's a government building. He has a right to be here.
He was also starting to harass the manager.
Our administration told me to call them.
Okay. Well, if you would like to go ahead and, okay, well, he's not harassing. He's up in front videoing. The same thing as they can come up to us and start videoing us.
And cussing at our staff here is
freedom of speech.
So a
Your data
registered
on
sex
here.
offender can come in and report.
So here there was a suspicious cut mid-sentence. I guess what was being said did not fit DMA's narrative, so he had to take it out.
A registered sex offender can come to a public building
And record.
yes, and record everyone in the room in a public area, yes. Also, we didn't find a hit for the registered sex offender.
You're okay with that?
No, but I enforce the laws, and that's what
And
we
you're
deal
okay
with.
with that?
No. But that's what we enforce is the laws. You can get frustrated at me all you want, but I can only enforce the laws that are in effect. It's a First Amendment audit or First Amendment frauditors.
So there it is. Finally, an officer who calls frauditors by their real name. I'll play it back and I'll put the volume higher so you can hear it properly.
That are in effect. It's a First Amendment audit or First Amendment frauditors because they're trying to get money from the state for nothing. They're going to say their intent is to audit or film the public for their own use when really they're trying to get a payday or something like that.
The difference is this is a government building. It is. No, it's a government building. It's a privately owned building run by a government leader. So the public has that access.
Do you mind if I just step away from over there? Hey, I'm just trying to figure, are we just doing like a First Amendment audit? What are we trying to do here?
I was here just to get my new driver's license.
Okay, that's all I was asking. I'm in the works of talking with them. You know you can be here and filming, right?
Yep, absolutely.
You know your rights. So we're just going to hang out here. They want to talk to my supervisor.
Okay.
We're just going to hang out here, man.
Right. Yeah, I think it's trying to tell me that I'm in violation of the law. Well, I know the policy is for 12 feet from the counter.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand their policy, but it's not a law. So I just wanted to document my own interaction, my own personal information, not other people's. So
okay.
But he was trying to say that, yeah, I'm committing a crime and this and that. So actually he was committing a crime because he's in violation of harassment, CRS 18-8-111, following someone around in a public place with the intent to alarm or annoy.
Okay.
So he repeatedly followed me around this entire building.
Okay.
So actually he's the only one that's broken the law today.
Okay. All right. Well, like I was just explaining where we're at, what we're doing. I just didn't want to leave you out of the loop and feel like I wasn't talking to you and explaining things. All right.
Can I get your business card?
Yep. Sure. Of course. There you are, sir.
Thank you. Good idea. Salito,
Sure.
you did an excellent job. I was educating that security guard over there that, there's nothing they can do. I have a lawful right to come in here and record.
There you go.
So I'm really appreciative of the Lakewood Police Department here, guys.
So here the officers are dropping the ball. Obviously, it is what it is. It happens from time to time. But DMA is not happy with it. He's getting his way, but that's still not enough for him. Basically, he will not be happy until the officers treat him like a hero. And that will never happen. Dude, you are not Rosa Parks. You are a YouTube prankster, an entertainer. All your videos are classified as entertainment. Stop taking yourself so seriously.
So as you can see, I so badly wanted to praise Officer Salito here. And throughout this audit, I think that he is doing an excellent job. But as you saw in the body cam footage, he's saying that I'm just looking for a payday and calling me a First Amendment frauditor. So although he did protect my rights on this day, he hated that he had to do it. So he's being a wolf in sheep's clothing. And that's not what we want, guys. We don't want dog and pony shows. We want these officers to buy in. We want them to believe in what we're doing because I am just a peaceful person who's keeping them honest. And Officer Salito is nothing but a piece of trash, just like the rest of them.
To me, it sounds like DMA got his feelings hurt. Well, I have a suggestion, DMA. You could always call the feelings enforcers. They would be able to take care of that.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do today.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You're just harassing the police officers?
I wasn't harassing. Actually, I was getting harassed by the security guard.
So what are you doing here if you don't have an appointment or you have...
Oh, I don't have an appointment? How come you know that I don't have an appointment?
Well, you don't seem to be waiting for anything. I guess I shouldn't make that assumption. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah, I actually do have an appointment, ma'am.
Oh.
So yeah, you shouldn't make that assumption.
Well,
And then you were
it seems
speaking
like
of
it's taking you
harassment, right?
incredibly long time to get through your appointment.
Well, I'm here now because the cops are here, right? So I'm not going to flee the scene because they called the cops on me. So that's why I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did have an appointment.
They called the cops because you were being incredibly obnoxious?
It's obnoxious against the law. Right? They're here to enforce
Surely
the
not.
law.
I mean,
I actually wasn't being obnoxious. Actually, the security guard was the one being obnoxious.
really?
And I wanted to bring
What
up
was
the
he
fact
doing?
that, well, I was going to tell you. You brought up harassment, right? That I'm harassing people.
Oh, I didn't
So-
say you. Did
Yeah.
I say you?
Yeah,
were
you said,
harassing
are you
them?
here harassing people?
You're just harassing the police officers?
So-
It does look like you're harassing people.
Well, I mean, do you know the definition of harassment?
I don't. Why don't you tell me?
I could tell you. So there's actually.
Oh boy, she shouldn't have asked that. Now she's about to get a lecture from Professor Cordova, and that's the last thing anybody wants to hear.
Lots of definitions. There's lots of subsections, but it's Colorado Revised Statute 18-8-111. And one of the subsections is following someone around in a public place with the intent to alarm or annoy.
Isn't that what
which is
you're doing?
No, I'm not following anyone around, actually.
Oh,
But that's what the security guard was doing. He's following me around this entire building.
because you brought the big camera, or
Because I have a lawful right to record in here, yeah. So
Oh, okay.
why would he do that? I'm just being peaceful in a public building, trying to conduct my business and create my own record of my business. Right? There's something wrong with that.
So do you bring the camera with you everywhere you go?
Not everywhere, but when I go and do stuff like this, with government, yeah, I do, yeah, for sure.
Just in case something
So we got
happens.
Sergeant here, guys.
I can send you a video. If you need distraction, I gave him help. If you want to go and step back here, I'm sure Lady Diane and Dr. like hear what you have to say.
Make this answer.
I know. I didn't like if you want to go.
Good morning. This guy's being a jackass. He's just looking. I have a feeling he's trying to egg you on or us on to kick him out so he can sue us.
Agreed.
It's the fucking game these guys play.
I know.
I'm struggling with. What I want to do is kick this guy out. So basically, what's happened is one of these First Amendment auditors come in here. He's being a jackass, just like they are, and he's exactly. It's his purpose to disrupt, but he's recording customers. He's not. His camera's facing away from the teller line towards the customers.
Now it is.
At this point,
It's interesting to see what the officers are saying about DMA. They see it just how we see it. The guy's a complete asshole. He just harasses people, and he's just looking for go away money. There is no other purpose. That's the only reason why he's there. But I think the officer could do more, because clearly he was trying to record the counters, and clearly he's harassing the customers and causing a disturbance.
So and obviously he's recording us. I think he's trying to egg your folks here and us to kick him out, to sue us. This is just, it's very methodical and manipulative. I'll tell you, I want to kick this guy out. I really wish I could. I can't, because it's a semi-public, semi-government place. He's not trying to get identifying information. He's just trying to be a jackass.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's very good at that.
And he is. Do you mind printing out 2 copies, and we'll give this jackass one?
Call me a jackass.
No.
I'm kidding. The recording of personally identifiable information, which is contrary to federal law.
Mhm.
So that's what we are trying to prevent. We can't prevent him from being a jackass or harassing the customer.
If he's here for a license, just move him to the front line and get the
I
hell
did.
out of
We
here.
already did. We
It's
already
like,
did.
oh,
I did that.
did exactly.
I
Being a
said
jerk. We can't kick this guy out. Can you just make it very apparent that he can't record any of the transaction stuff?
Yeah,
Within 12 feet.
I'll let him know.
And give him this. They're going to try to go through the Attorney General to charge him.
Oh, that is very interesting. Did you guys hear that? He said that the DMV are going to try to go to the Attorney General to charge him with this fraud. That is awesome. I'm sure it's going to happen. I'm sure it's going to go good. I mean, obviously, he's harassing people. If they use his footage as evidence, he is clearly within 12 feet of the transactions. So he could be facing some charges for this. And it doesn't help him that he's actually posting this evidence on his channel. That will not help him one bit.
Perfect.
So,
if they can go through that, that's a good one.
We'll write it up and forward it to our legal advisor. I do feel for your customers. And if I were a customer sitting here with my daughter, I'd be pissed too. But unfortunately, I just know my limitations as a law enforcement officer, and I know what would land me in hot water.
You've got to know, though, that it makes people uneasy when you carry this
Uneasy?
big monstrosity around.
That's just a DSLR camera, but
Couldn't you just record with your phone? Like, this is absurd.
what's the difference?
It's odd.
It's just to intimidate people. There is no other reason. I mean, I know frauditors that just use a cell phone to record, and they get the same quality footage as DMA. As long as it's a good, expensive cell phone, they'll get the same results. But we all know it has nothing to do with the quality of the image and has everything to do with harassing and intimidating people. So that's why he chose this camera, just like other cowards like him, like Amagansett Press.
Well, you said that it makes people uneasy. You know that the soldiers felt uneasy when they were bleeding and dying for our rights?
I actually spent a good portion of my life living in a communist country.
Oh, really? Where was that?
In China.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So are you an American?
Yes.
So you went out to China. How long were you there?
10 years.
So you didn't like it?
I love it though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have a lot more rights in the United States than China,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
I don't want to take those for granted. I want to be appreciative of the rights that I have as an American.
Well, think about the people that work here. Like, do you think that they just like want a camera in their face while they're just trying to do their job?
Well, here's the thing. I don't actually stick my camera in people's faces. Right? Like, I'm probably a solid 6 feet away from you right now. And two, if they don't want to be, you know that every time you leave your house, you're recorded about 50 times per day. Yeah. So, you know, see all the security cameras all around here? They're already being recorded, right? And people can come in. Those aren't private. I can come in and do a Freedom of Information Act for the security camera footage, and I get all that. Anyone can do that, and I can do it anonymously as well.
Sure.
So if I'm bringing in one more camera to have my own personal record so I don't have to pay for their record, what's wrong with that? I say one education at a time. So now, next time that somebody comes in here and records, the security guard is not going to call the police on them, right? He's not going to follow them around and harass them, literally harassing. He's the only one that broke the law here today.
I guess you could argue about a whole lot of regulations that are unconstitutional.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
not cool, right? That's what I'm saying. This Constitution is the supreme law of the land, so they shouldn't be making policies that violate people's individual rights.
Sure, we're pretty far gone from that, though. I mean,
I
there's
know,
the
unfortunately.
constitutional United States of America, and then there's the United States, all caps, corporate United States.
That's true. That's very true. And I'm not a constitutionalist. I believe that we have natural rights, but I do believe that the Constitution does protect our natural rights in at least some form and fashion.
So it looks like that woman is getting bored, and I can totally understand that. So finally, the officers are going to talk to him and try to get him out of there at last, because this guy must have been there for hours. Keep in mind, DMA is cutting out a lot of the footage. He's not showing us everything.
So I'm just documenting a report, just saying what we did, just to document what we did.
Okay.
Are you okay giving me a phone number so I can reach out to you? Or do you want to press charges for the harassment, as you were saying?
Yeah, I'd like to press charges for harassment.
Why would you press charges again?
Why would he call the cops on me? Why would he call the cops on me?
Hold on. His job, and obviously that's.
I just want to talk to you. I don't need the commentary here. Did you get what you came here accomplished?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. What the hell did we just hear? Let me explain it to you. Because one of the reasons why I like covering these guys is because sometimes I hear things a little bit different that other people might not catch. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I love that there are so many of us that do this, because a lot of times you guys will notice different content creators will do the same video. But I like watching different commentators do the same video because they say so much. Their word salad and their fraud splaining is so complex that it's real easy for different people to miss different bits and pieces, right? So one of the things that I've always kind of wondered about with these morons, and this is a perfect example of it. Okay. What do they always say, especially DMA? It's a security guard's job to observe and report. What do they always say? It's a security guard's job to observe and report. So now what's he complaining about? Officer, I want to press charges against the security guard because he called the cops on me. That was illegal. He shouldn't have. Wait a minute. I thought it was to observe and report. So isn't him calling it the cops the and report part? And now you want the cops to arrest him for calling the cops? Isn't that the and report part? Oh, these guys are evil. Oh, I hate frauditors. Anyway, let's put this back on and see what's up.
Published?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got your driver's license, whatever you were doing with that, figured out. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that got dealt with. Like I said, we're still being a while. They wanted to talk to the supervisor without me. They thought I was being too abrasive in how I was commenting to them. So they're talking to a sergeant.
I heard you over there. I appreciate it.
So we're just going to hang out here for you, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Cool. All right, guys. So I'm very impressed with this officer, and he's doing an excellent job upholding the law, upholding his oath to the Constitution.
It's a First Amendment Audit for First Amendment Frauditors, because they're trying to get money from the state for nothing.
Beth Morris. I like that. Let's see what's going to happen.
Hey, Chris. Hey. All right. Maybe I give you this. It's your rights as a First Amendment auditor.
All right, guys. So this is very interesting. Officer Salito hands me this piece of paper from the Colorado Department of Revenue in regards to First Amendment rights. And I'm wondering if they drafted this because of my audits. I don't want to sound grandiose, but I have made an impact doing audits in Colorado.
Oh, yes, you have made an impact. Yeah, you harassed countless secretaries. And let's not forget United States versus Cordova. Yeah, that is a wonderful impact you had
At DMVs. So I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've seen this. The first section is, what is the First Amendment?
Actually, you know what? I want to say something real quick. According to Asia, while you're here, first of all, did you see that in my card collection I have an According to Asia card? Yes, I do. But also, I've been wanting to invite you to be a guest on a future episode of my Saturday show. So I don't know, like contact me maybe in Discord or something, or email. Let me know if you're interested. We're all booked up through the rest of April and May, but we are booking for June. It's Saturday at 5 Eastern time. If you'd be interested, please let me know. Me and Frauditor News Network would love to interview you and have you as a guest on our Saturday show. And since you're here, I figured I'll ask you right here and right now, but I'm not going to put you on the spot and make you answer right now. Just contact me through email or Discord, whatever it is. And if you're interested, and we'll talk about it and see what's up. Anyway, back to the video.
You guys know what the First Amendment is. It cites the First Amendment verbatim. Secondly, it says the First Amendment and DLOs. The U.S. Constitution allows anyone to record video, audio, and still imagery in public spaces, which includes government offices, such as a driver license office. So they are acknowledging the fact that we have a lawful right to record in the DMV. Then it says, what does the Attorney General's office say? According to an informal opinion from the Colorado Attorney General's office issued on July 11th, 2019, restrictions on filming and audio recording may be imposed if the restrictions are reasonable as to time, place, and manner. Thus, a requirement that people filming or recording remain a reasonable distance from customer service counters may be imposed, as well as limitations to ensure that there is no interference with public employees' ability to carry out their official duties.
So that applies to frauditors, because basically what it's saying is don't record customers' transactions. And as we all know, that's what frauditors love to do. They get within a few feet away from customers, point the camera right at the counter, and try to get a reaction. That's what happened with Good Citizen News when he got his camera slapped around. The guy wasn't appreciative of that. And now that it's written on paper from the Attorney General, the officers must start to enforce this. So as soon as the frauditors start breaking this and they start recording customers' transaction, you arrest them right away. That's how it should be every single time. And yeah, DMA has made changes, and I think we are going in the right direction, because now there are clear scenarios where the frauditors are not allowed to record.
So, a couple things. Number one, simply recording is by no means going to interfere with a employee's ability to carry out their duties. That's ridiculous. Secondly, the most important part, in the beginning, it says, according to an informal opinion of the Colorado Attorney General's office. Opinion, guys. This is just a opinion. It's not a law. It's not a requirement. It's not a policy. They're just trying to manipulate things to make it seem like we can't record at the counter. Then we have obvious media personnel. In the middle here, it says, ask them to help you protect the privacy of individuals conducting transactions by not filming at or near counters. So if I get charged with a crime, the burden is on the prosecution to convict me and convince a jury that I committed the crime. It's the same thing here. The burden is not on me to protect people's privacy. And here's the thing, guys. If I'm just simply recording, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to steal people's privacy. You have to understand that my eyes and my ears are actually better than my camera lens and my microphone.
What? Oh, that's cool. He's about to say what? Your eyes can zoom in and digitally enhance and post on YouTube? What are you, you're an idiot. We're supposed to believe that? How the hell is anybody supposed to believe that? Your eyes are better than a DSLR camera that you were just bragging about it being a DSLR? Give me a break. And the thing, and he goes like, these laws he's talking about, right? A perfect example is the big arrest where him and the gang of 15 frauditors all walked into the building together, and he got arrested, and a couple of his partners got arrested, and Regan was there, and Sweet Tea was there, and everybody was there. It was a big hubbubaloo in Sheridan. What actually happened there? And this is what he says but doesn't explain, right? They walked in and they filmed, no problem. Nobody cared that they were filming. But there was one specific window that had a sign on the window saying no recording allowed past this window. So for him to say, well, look, the law says that I could record in the building. Nobody said you couldn't record in the building. They said you couldn't record transactions past this one specific point. So what happens? The entire mob of First Amendment douche canoes run up and film behind that window specifically because it's the one they're not supposed to film past. That's intentional. Duh. Like they never ever understand their own arguments. Like, and I've said this before, but here's the thing. Like, when I hear him explain something like this, it's like part of my brain says, I wish I could actually sit down and have a conversation with him and help him understand these things. But the fact of the matter is, I've tried that. I've given up on that because I tried that. I did that with DirectD. I did that with Rogue Nation. I've sat and I've talked to Audit Them. I've talked to, who else? Wolverine Transparency. I've talked to Paul Unslaved. I've talked to, who else? Craig from CH and Tie Audits. I've talked to a bunch. I talked to Accountability for All. I've talked to Josh Abrams a few times. I've had conversations. It was not an actual conversation. I was in his chat, but he was responding to me. I had a conversation with Fake Mike Real News. Yesterday, I was in freaking Media's chat, and I got to tell that story in a minute too. And he was actually answering some of the things I was saying. But I learned real quick that talking to these guys really is a waste of time. Like, if he were to say, like he just said, if he were to say, well, my eyes are better than my camera, and I made the point, well, but like, if you're filming this, like, you're not going out of your way to film private information. But if you're pointing the camera towards where the private information is, it may pick up the private information. Yes, your eyes might see it too, But with your camera, you can upload that footage onto your computer, and you could use modern digital technology to zoom in and get that information and use it for identity theft or whatever nefarious things you want to use it for, right? But they won't accept that argument. They'll just say, oh, yeah, well, you wore a mask when they said the mask mandate. So, oh, well, I don't like your headphones. Well, they will not accept fact. They will not accept any logic or any reality. They don't want to hear it. It doesn't matter what you explain to them or how well you explain it. They refuse to listen. They don't listen. Oh, crap. I disconnected my thing. Hold on. Ah! Okay, I got it. Oopsie. That was an accident. I disconnected the thing when I grabbed my microphone. All right. Yeah, I'll put the video back on while I fix that. It's live, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
Now, what the hell is he talking about? His eyes cannot zoom in and his ears cannot record for future use. Like, what is he talking about?
I can see and hear things much better than I can watch something on a video and listen to it from my microphone. People just use this, you're recording people's personal information. It's like this whole thing that's just gotten out of control, that they're just using it as an excuse to violate your rights. It doesn't matter. As we all know, you can't trespass my eyes. You can't trespass my ears. If I can hear it or see it, what's the difference? I could hear somebody's personal information and write it down on a piece of paper. And in fact, if that's what I was trying to do, if I was trying to be nefarious, I would just listen for people's personal information and then write it down. I wouldn't go in there all obvious with a camera. It's just ridiculous.
That would still be
Then we have
illegal.
citizen journalist, which is essentially just the same thing as obvious media personnel. And then we have last resort. On a rare occasion, you may come across someone who disregards what they have been told. If your attempts to interact civilly with someone fail, monitor their behavior from a safe distance and document or record their actions. If customers are being harassed or if business operations are interrupted, you may call the
But if you document or record their actions, then you're cambacking Karen. You hurt my feelings by cambacking me. Wah, wah.
police and report a disturbance. This is a last resort. In actuality, this should be a never resort because, at least as far as I've been doing audits, I've never harassed the employees.
Do you guys actually hear this clown? What the hell is he talking about? His whole YouTube channel is about harassing employees. This guy cannot stop lying. It's insane. What the hell is wrong with him? Just tell the truth for once, dude. I know your dumb audience believes you, but the rest of the world sees right through your shit.
And business operations have never been interrupted. In fact, the only time business operations are interrupted is because the employees are interrupting them. And then
Oh, wait a minute. According to Asia, you are completely and totally on the right track. I drink so much coffee getting through this show every day. Oh my goodness. You get a round of applause for that. She gave me a bingo. And you know what, Asia, I'm going to give you, especially since you agreed to be on a future episode of the Saturday Show, I'm going to give you a free Hezokuai Happy Dance. All right. Thank you so much. What a delusional douche. Yes, he is. He is a douche canoe. Can I FOIA that cam back? Yeah, right. You better not erase that. I only drink so much coffee because it's too early for beer. Yeah, that's all right. Yes, he definitely is a nuisance. All right, here we go. Back to it. And by the way, Peck, literally right now as we speak, Hezmom is at the post office mailing you your winnings from last month's raffle.
then blaming me for interrupting them because I go in there peacefully recording, not bothering anyone. And they come up and bother me. And then they say that I'm disturbing and that I'm interrupting business. When in fact, they're the ones that have ceased to service the rest of the public because I'm there minding my business. they can't service the rest of the public. So now they're going to shift the blame on me because I'm recording as though I'm the one causing the disturbance, right? That is a pure narcissistic trait. And in the beginning, it says, you may come across someone who disregards what they have been told. I don't have to listen to what you're saying in regards to your policy. It's crazy that they would even try to say that you have to listen to what we say.
Again, so let me go into your house. And especially like if I didn't break in, like if I walked in behind you as you were walking in the door and then just stood there, I'm not stealing. I didn't break in. I'm not breaking the law. And then what are you going to do? What are you going to say? Sorry, the phone's ringing in the background. What are you going to say? You're going to say, hey, I don't want you in my house. Well, that's your house. It's not my house. Therefore, it's your policy. I don't have to listen to your policy asking me not to be in your house. It's your house. It's your policy. I don't live here, so I don't have to follow your policy. It's the same mentality. Idiots, man.
Don't disregard what I tell you. Don't disregard our policy.
Wait a minute. And again, you know what? While I'm on that, so that goes back to this whole thing like I was playing last week about the disobedience disorder or whatever it was called. I forget the exact title, but it's a disorder. Like it's a thing, a psychological problem where people just cannot do what they're told. Like they just can't. I don't know. I'm going to play the video again because the phone keeps ringing, and usually if they call back right away, it's because it's something important. So I'm going to go back to that. So here's your video, guys.
The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Why would you even want to make a policy that would violate people's individual rights? This is the state of the United States of America today. It's a travesty. The founders of this country would be rolling in their grave. Then we have how it affects DLOs. In the middle here, it says, as an example, filming in the lobby is acceptable, but walking up to a counter while other customer is being served is not. Obvious disruptions to other customers or to business operations are not protected activities. When have I ever gone into a DMV and recorded and created a obvious disruption? They're just throwing stuff out there, trying to make me look bad, trying to make auditors look bad. I've never seen a DMV audit where the cameraman was going in there to create a obvious disruption.
I mean, DMA, every single one of your DMV audits, every single one of Rogue Nation, News Now Ninja, Good Citizen News, that's your styles. You go and you create a disruption. At least now it's as clear as day that you're not allowed to do that, and you will face consequences. Even for this video, they will contact the Attorney General, and I can't wait to find out what happens with that.
My audience was giving me some advice. If he's willing to apologize to me on camera and let me know, and
I don't think
I have a right to record it here, I won't pursue any charges.
Okay, I'll ask him. I'm not going to make him. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'll ask him if he wants to apologize. I'm going to guess it's going to be a no, but I'll let him know. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. You want to turn the camera off?
No, it's got to be on camera. So you would apologize to me, but not on camera? Okay. So I guess we'll go ahead and pursue the charges then.
Okay. We'll go back here.
Guys, I gave him an opportunity. I did a name against the press and gave him a chance, but his pride and ego is on top of the Rock of Gibraltar.
All right, Chris. Good luck with the rest of your day, man.
All right, you too.
Good morning.
Can I get a case report, or is that?
Do you understand why they have this line here?
Yeah, I do have the card.
Can I just write it on that one for you?
Sir, do you understand why this line is right here?
Hold on 1 second, sir.
Okay, it was
6901.
As well as I can write on something with no hard back. Right. Front's information, back is your case number right there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
So the reason behind their ruling is they don't want recording of people's personal information.
Right.
So that's why there's the line here, and that's why that rule and that is in place.
Gotcha.
So if you would stay behind the line, that'd be for the best.
Well, I mean, I'm already done with my business, and I recorded at the front counter.
Okay.
So it's a policy. It's not a law. So.
Okay.
I mean, next time I come back here to do, because I'm probably going to definitely do a follow-up now. So next time I have to get a new license, I'm going to come in with my camera and I'm going to record at the front counter again.
Okay. Obviously, that's not, it's violating their policies.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm not bound to their policy because I don't work here.
Okay.
I'm only bound to the law.
Okay. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
So as you can hear, he's saying that next time he's going to show up, and just like today,
Threatening to
he
come
will
back.
record people's transactions. He will record at the counter. He's just asking for trouble. I am positive that he will face charges for this. The DMV will contact the Attorney General, and they will have him or her press charges on him. And as for the case with the security guard, obviously that's going to go nowhere. Very often, frauditors try to get people fired and arrested, and it rarely works.
Your officers did a lot better than you, Sergeant. Can I get your card? Sergeant.
You're such a scumbag.
Can I get your card, please? Sergeant, can I get your card, please?
I would have been like, no. Actually, that's pretty much the end of the video there. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it there. So the reason the phone was ringing, Pack, it's your fault. The post office is giving Hezo Mom a hard time about customs. So I don't know. So now we're at a weird limbo point with the shipping stuff to Australia. So we'll see what happens. Judy. Good morning, Judy Johansson. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, my fan, Judy Johansson. See that painting on the wall? That was painted by Judy. That was a Christmas gift she made for me. Beautiful painting. I love it, love it, love it. One of the many examples why I always say I have the best fans in the world. And I know everyone always says that, but I know that I do, and I have physical evidence to prove it. I got that painting from Judy. I got the voodoo dolls from Salacious. And I have the hacky sacks from Leland Squirrels, as well as a necklace and a bracelet. But those are on the other voodoo doll end. I gave some away as prizes. But my fans are the best. They give me gifts. I love you guys so much. You are the best. And here's a kiss. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Now he's Jeremy DeWitt, Sergeant. Hez means it when he says it. That's right. That's exactly right, Leland. It's a fact. Time to vote for Chili again. She's like, nuh-uh, I have the best fans. Yes. I'll tell you what, Asia, I've been in your chat and I've seen some wonderful names in there. And you do. You have great fans. Absolutely. Although most of mine are here too. That's right. We got a lot of the same fans. Absolutely. Hey, you know what? Our whole shtick, our subgenre of YouTube is a beautiful genre. It's wonderful. I love our community. I love you guys so much. It's always great to be here and to start my day with you guys. It makes me happy to see everybody here. And once again, since there are some people here now that weren't here at the beginning, I want to one more time just for you guys, because again, I want to hear your opinions. The people who were here earlier seem to have liked it, but I want to see, for people who weren't here before, what you think. Because again, I just changed. For those who don't know, my channel was called Hezokuai, and I decided that becomes a little. One of the reasons I believe I only have 3,000 subs is because if somebody does see my channel and try to remember the name, they might not be able to remember it, or they might not spell it right. And if you start to type it in YouTube, it'll automatically autocorrect the spelling to Hezekiah. And so I changed the name of the channel to Frauditor Follies. And as a result, I also did some tweaks to my intro for my standard video intro that I haven't used yet. I plan on using it on my next video, but I wanted to show it to you guys first and see what you guys think, see if you like it. So again, for those of you who didn't see it this morning, I'm going to go ahead and show it now again, because I honestly want your opinion. I want you to tell me if you like this new intro or not. Again, it's not completely different. I just tweaked it, but I made enough tweaks that it is different. And there's going to be a part at the end where it's just going to go into a loop. And I do that on purpose because I don't know what text I'm going to put on until I make the video. Every video, the text is going to be different. So I left a big gap at the end so that I have room to put in however much I want to. Meanwhile, I didn't say hello to Sweat Tea. What's up? Unclean Hands hates the new intro, but that's all right because we love Unclean Hands. And okay, so that's one vote for no. So let's see what everybody else thinks. I love you, Unclean Hands. You're the main.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help. There is no expectation of privacy in public. There's no need to fear. Hezokuai is here.
So that's it. Yeah, that like I said, I looped the ending there, just to give me room for editing when I'm actually making my videos. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about the new intro for my videos. So hopefully that'll work out. It seems like everybody loves the dancing cop, and then adding my little bit of a happy dance at the end there. So we'll see. Let's see. I'm not an observant mod. Well, according to Asia, here's the thing. I don't necessarily think he was doing anything wrong either, but I know that you're a supporter of the channel and all that, but you're not here every morning, so you have to understand that Big Bad Wolf is he's here every day. He uses a lot of different names, but we all know what all of his different names are. But he always comes in here, and I think that he's fun. He kind of keeps the ball rolling sometimes, but a lot of times the mods get mad at him because he says a lot of things that upset him. And thank you, P Barnes, a second. And it's weird because like the dynamic with him is weird because he's a huge supporter of the channel. He's here every day. He donates money. He gives super chats. He's a good. He seems like he's a good guy. I've talked to him in email before and stuff, but he does have his opinion that is on the other side, and sometimes because he's here every day, to a certain extent, um, sometimes he might kind of push it a little bit on purpose, like trying to be funny, and sometimes the mods will take it personal, or maybe he will cross the line, and then they'll jump on him, and it's almost like this tug of war between him and the mods, and it's become like a thing on this channel. Like it's just they're gonna give him a hard time. He's gonna, play his game. They're gonna play their game. And if the line gets crossed, then the shit's gonna hit the fan for a couple days, and then I'm gonna have to talk on here about who did what, and then everything. The biggest beef is between him and Unclean Hands. That's why he's telling me to get off the crack because Unclean Hands and him have been beefing for like 3 months now. But it's fun. Anyway, Holden McGroin is here. What's up? Who's David? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's Big Bad Wolf and David Perillo Jr. and Quiet Lamb. They're all the same guy. He just uses a lot of different names. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And he's like I said, he's a regular here and everyone knows who he is and what he's about. But I don't know, like I said, it's usually fun banter back and forth in the chat, and that's why I'm like, I'm cool with it. But sometimes it does get pushed a little too far, and then That's when I got to run damage control for a little while. But in the end, he is a big supporter of the channel. And, as long as he isn't actually crossing the line, I don't know. Let's see. He's Big Bad Wolf until he changes his name again. Oh, Dave versus Unclean Hands. I put my money on Unclean Hands. All right. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Just letting you know, because in a way, like I really, really, really try to avoid drama. That's one of the reasons why my Saturday show, shameless plug. That's one of the reasons why my Saturday show is what it is, because I see so many of these open panel shows that just become a dumpster fire of arguing and nonsense. I like to have one guest and we focus on the guest and, whatever they want to talk about in their videos and watching some Frauditor videos. But it's all about having fun. We play a game called Who's That Douche Canoe, where I show a silhouette of a Frauditor and we have to guess who it is. It's fun. The Saturday show is fun. So I like to avoid the drama. I don't like getting into drama and all that. And on my channel, I really don't like any drama at all. But at the same time, like I said, this whole thing with him has become almost part of the show. Like, part of the entertainment is having fun in the chat room, watching what's going on with David or Silence of the Lambs or whatever the hell his name is this week. Going back and forth. But again, like I say, sometimes it goes too far and then it becomes drama, and then it's like, oh, I hate drama. I just want to have fun. Point and laugh at idiots. Point out their stupidity. Make some points. And have a good time. The entire show's about drama. Yeah, the drama created by the Frauditors. Asia's like, sometimes I wish I could get argumentative people in my chat. Oh, the best is one of the regulars in my chat is Rogue Nation. When he shows up, it's here. I'll show you. I always do my Rogue Nation impersonation when he shows up. So I got the Frauditor voodoo doll here. If you're not familiar with him, he's got the rotten teeth. I got the taser to stab him with, and I got soap to clean him with. And where's the gavel? Where's the gavel? Oh, it's gone. That means I'm probably gonna step on it and stab my foot. Great. He's got his little camera to film with. His fake press pass, his tiny black little heart because he's a Frauditor, his handcuffs, and his shoes are untied because he's too dumb to know how to tie his shoes. But anyway, here's my whenever Rogue Nation comes up, I always have to do my Rogue Nation impersonation. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, the famous Rogue Nation impersonation by Hezokuai Jenkins.
I'm Rogue Nation, and I can do whatever I want because I have the camera, and my family pays more taxes than your family, which gives me more rights. And there's nothing in the world I love more than to make women cry. Yes, 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 that makes me feel like such a man. Oh, the more I upset women and old ladies and secretaries at the DMV, the I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Wait, what? What are you doing? No, wait, stop. Thank you, thank you.
I mean, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Rogue Nation is excrement, and most of these guys are. And so, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all once again for joining me on this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. Always fun to have you guys here. It's been 3.5 hours, a good long run today. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to bring out the Elvis gnome, and oh, wait a minute. Big Bad Wolf wants another happy dance before we end the show. Yay. $2 from Big Bad Wolf. What's the name of the doll? His name is News Now Voodoo. That's right. The doll's name is News Now Voodoo. His given name is number 6, but his actual, I've named him News Now Voodoo. He's got his own show. His first episode, he audited a post office, although he's currently under house arrest. That's why I put this ankle monitor on him. But he gets out once in a while, causes some havoc. some of you may see him in your chat room if you're a creator once in a while. And FYI, just so you know, Asia, Unclean, well, Unclean doesn't really do lives, but if any of you guys who go live that are creators see News Now Voodoo in your chat, I love the fact that that's not me. Some random person decided to take on the mantle of News Now Voodoo, but I play along with it where I pretend like, oh, he escaped and make it part of the show. So it's a lot of fun. But anyway, I owe him a Hezekiah happy dance. All right. And of course, that enters him also into this month's raffle. Every month we have a raffle on the channel. Any amount, any donation to the channel and any amount gets your name added to the raffle. This month's grand prize, once again, is a book of cards with Schrodinger's cat holofoil in the center. And in fact, while I have it here, I could show you Asia's card. Here it is. You see that? It's a little out of focus, but there's the According to Asia card right next to the B2 Life Explained card. And there's a couple Schrodinger's. There's Kick. I got all the good creator cards here. And over here is some of the Frauditor cards. We got the Chili card, News Now Potato, Furry Potato. We got NC Tyrant Hunter there. We got Denver Metro Audits, Ty from Craig and Ty Audits. So the grand prize is going to be a book just like this one with the full set of cards. And April is the last month to get the original Series 1 of the cards. Everything after that is going to be Series 2. And yeah, Series 1 is going to be completely retired after that. Let's see. Yeah, you can send me a video by email. Am I still on live? No, I'm not, Jerry. I'm not live. This is pre-recorded. And I just happened to be answering your thing on the pre-recorded stream because my butt itches. Oh, Asia, you love the cards? Hey. Well, here, let me show you yours specifically, but I'll switch cameras so I can actually get it in focus for you since you're here. Because I think all the people who I made cards for should be familiar with their own card. Let me switch cameras here so I could do the close-up. For some reason, I just can't do close-ups on my other camera. Let's see. Here we go. So this is yours. According to Asia, her power is the power of Delete de Castro. Don't be fooled by the kind-hearted, welcoming accent. We all love the British accents here, or foreign. You know what I mean. This wonderful lady will go full-on succubus on an idiot in 1 second flat. So there you go. That's your common hero card. You got 15 defense and 15 offense, and you're ready to go to war with the Frauditors. So there you go. Yes, yes, yes. Love it, love it, love it. And again, we're doing the raffle this month so that people could potentially win a full set of cards. Or if you just want to get cards and don't want to join the raffle and see if you could win them, just contact me through email and I'll let you know what you have to do to get your hands on a set. And that's it. And I want to say it out loud anyway, because I have to make sure that I make it clear. I can't just flat out sell the cards because of obvious reasons. The Frauditors aren't going to be too happy that I'm using their images like that to make fun of them and stuff, and especially people like Chili, right? So that's why they're a prize or something that you can get for a donation. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, saying them out. So contact me in an email or whatever if you want to actually get a pack, or if you want to join. Any donation to the channel in any amount gets your name into the contest. The raffle, that the drawing will be in May. So that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, the Elvis gnome is gonna say, like he always does, because that's what he does at the end of the show. Every day, you know. Yes, yes, yes. So here we go with the show. Don't you know? We're gonna wrap it up this way. Yes, sirree. Wait a minute. What the heck is going on with this? What? Oh, is that the thing that I had on before? Dagnabbit. Okay, here we go. Yay. I'm all shook up. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much.
PPAP. I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen. Apple pen. Pineapple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen.